There's JT Thomas, right?
They can see it, Thomas! JT times 3!
Ooh, there's nothing sweeter than a 5-hole goal.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV, the Big 550 KTRS. Joey Zanaboni, Matt Rocchio, putting our bodies on the line as the St. Louis Ambush and Dallas Sidekicks warm up here at the Family Arena. It's the mascot game. Matt, let's start with the most important matchup of the day. Fredbird, Bushwhacker, no holds barred matchup. Who are you taking?
I'm going with Bushwhacker. I haven't told many people this story, but one time me and him got a little cross, and we met in the back there, and he whooped me. It went poorly. It went poorly.
Well, he does sign our check, so I'll have to take Bushwhacker as well. It's going to be a lot of fun for the Ambush and the Sidekicks. A couple of key guys missing on each side, including Mo NDI, a minor injury keeping him out of this game. How do the Ambush recover from their top points getter being out?
It's going to be tough. He's one of the top points getters in the entire league, in fact. And Tristan Austin's going to be one of the big players who's going to step in for Mo. It's going to be big for him. He's energetic. We've seen him in other games really provide a spark for this team. So I think he's going to be a big play to step in. Also, Lucas Almeida is back finally after a long injury. Getting a veteran player like him back in the swing of things, that's going to be huge. And on the other side with the Dallas Sidekicks, they lose Luis Morales. They're tied for their team lead in scoring with 25 points. That's 22% of their goal scoring right out the door for this game. It's going to be big to see who steps in there.
It's certainly going to be interesting here this afternoon, and down the stretch it's going to be very, very interesting in the Central Division. Right now, Kansas City on top, 32 points. Then it's Dallas at 23. Milwaukee's at 19. Ambush are still right in it at 17 points. What do you think the Ambush can do down the stretch to make sure they get a playoff berth?
You got to win games. That's the bottom line. You got to play better defense. When they finally kind of cinched that up. You got to get the offense to keep rolling the way it has, and you got to get a couple points. They're 2 points out from the third place in the division, 2 points out of a wild card spot right now. Get in the playoffs. That's all that matters.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer coming right up on MASL TV in the Big 550 KTRS.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
At Raising Cane's, we focus on getting it right every time. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
Club Fitness knows St. Louis. We live local in our town. We work, we laugh, we give back, we sweat, support, and connect. We work every day to support your fitness goals and our community's needs. We've had your support for 35 years. We will always be there for you. Make a difference in your life and our community, because lifting local lifts everybody.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the finer things in life.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV in the Big 550 KTRS. Joey Zanaboni, Matt Rocchio out here at the Family Arena for you. It's the Ambush of the Dallas Sidekicks for an afternoon contest on a fine Sunday here in St. Charles, Missouri. Matt, Ambush went down to the Dallas area on Monday. A little President's Day matchup against this Sidekicks team. Did fall 11-6. What do you think the key is to turning that around, getting the result here today?
Surprisingly enough, Joey, we haven't said this a lot this season, but I think it's going to be the offense. You know, the defense seemed to kind of have figured things out that game, allowing only 15 shots. The goaltending was a little bit had a little bit more of a rougher game, allowing 11 goals on those 15 shots, but 27 shots for the Ambush, and yet they weren't able to really put them in the back of the net. And so they just need some finishing. That's really the big thing I look out for right now, and the continuation of that strong defense. If they can keep Dallas under, again, 20 shots, that's the big marker right now for Locker.
The officials for today's match are brought to you by Capelli. Capelli is the official uniform sponsor of the MASL game officials. Today's officials are Mark Kadlesic, Matthew Rodman, Matthew Stein, and Joe Hayden. The official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight. Expertly designed for the indoor game, Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. Chill.com is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to Club Chill, and welcome in once again to the Big 550 KTRS as well as MASL TV. The Ambush proud to partner with the Big 550 this season to bring all home games live on 550 or on the 550 KTRS app, and we are happy to welcome you in to the Family Arena in St. Charles right now, and stick around at halftime on the Big 550 KTRS. We do have Mo NDI, one of the stars of the MASL, joining us. Unfortunately, he's a late scratch today for head coach Jeff Locker. Mo obviously has been the most consistent player on this team. Can the Ambush still pull this one out without him?
They have a lot of other great scorers on this team. There's he's one of the league leaders in points, and a lot of it's because of his assists. So, I mean, there's finishers on this team, so the big question is who's going to be the person recycling the ball in and out, who's going to be the person getting the ball inside. That's going to be the big question. Tristan Austin was one of the players that Jeff Locker highlighted before the game. He's an energetic guy. I like what he brings to this team, especially when you talk about them needing continually good defensive play. Tristan Austin, look out for him here today on the broadcast.
Cameron Brown taps it off for the Dallas Sidekicks. They're going right to left. It's launched out of the back and out of play. Ambush with Vadim Kojakov back on the field. He was not active because of a league suspension on Monday. Great to see Vadim the Dream back to work for the Ambush. He's going to have to be huge here today. He races it up the near side and fires the first shot of the game for the Ambush. It's kicked aside, and the Sidekicks are able to at least get it out of the danger area. William Esquet comes up with it here for the Ambush. Going to be one of those games where the Ambush are going to have to be clinical in their finishing and going to have to get a great game in net from Jose Resendez. The Sidekicks on Monday, they put together just about 15 shots, but were able to score on 11 of them. Jeff Michaud trying his luck here, and he sends it just a little bit wide. Yeah, Sidekicks scoop it up.
So it was kind of a crazy equation where the Ambush almost doubled up the shot count for the Dallas Sidekicks, but the Dallas Sidekicks almost doubled up the goal count on the Ambush for the game. And so not surprising, especially with the injury to Sway, to see Resendez in goal today. We'll see how he fares. And can the defense continue to hold a team like the Sidekicks, who's 5 points up on them in the standings? Can they continue to hold them to only something like 15, 20 shots? Like I said before the game, Jeff Locker says that's their goal today, 20 shots or less from the Sidekicks.
Kind of a strange game there on Monday in Dallas. It was 4-4 at one point, pretty deep into the game. Ambush had to come back from an early 4-0 deficit, but came back, did a great job to score 4 on Juan Gamboa, who's back in net today for the Dallas Sidekicks. Then things just kind of got away, and the Ambush ended up falling by a final of 11-6. Robbie Christo going back to Sam Guernsey here. Guernsey from beyond the yellow line trying to find entry, wanted Duduka, and it ends up tipped back into the very consistent gloves of Juan Gamboa. His head coach, Ricardinho, singing his praises in pregame, and he will send one on the ground here past midfield, grabbed by Felipe de Sousa, and he will go cross to a friend, left-footed shot, that one well wide off the foot of Sebastian Mendez. The second try ends up in the far corner.
And we have to obviously mention, without Mo on the Ambush side, one of the league leaders in points, then you have to look at the Sidekicks being without Luis Morales after an injury to him, and he was tied for the team leading points with 25. They lost 22% of their total goal scoring for the season when they lost Morales like that. So can Dallas make up for the fact that they're going to lose a big chunk of their offense as well? I have a feeling we're not going to see 17 total goals like we did on President's Day.
Felipe de Sousa was taken down there by Pepe. engineering a little free chance for Dallas. It goes nowhere in the ambush. In attack mode, trying to get something going. That's snuffed by Felipe Silva. William Esque went for the steal. Pepe comes up with it instead. Taps forward to Otto Yahic, and he will recycle back through Esque. Just about 3 gone by here in the opening stanza. St. Louis and Dallas, 5th time already these two squads have met. Right now, Dallas does own the season series 3-1. This is a critical game as the Ambush try to make the playoff push. A couple of points out of the wild card. Still definitely capable of catching up to Milwaukee, 2 points behind them in the division, 6 behind Dallas. Still a lot to be decided. Jeff Michaud. Oh, yeah, baby! What an addition he's been! Michaud jumps into the arms of a couple of teammates who are out today, including Mo NDI, and Michaud makes it 1-0, 11:38 left in the first.
I feel like that's going to be an active fan department tonight. That's Mo and Sway down there together rooting on this game, and what a play by Jeff Michaud, a new player to this team, obviously been here for about a month after the trade, and what a goal there. A great little setup here on the other side, on the Ambush side of the field. They set it up with him and William Esque. He just kind of dropped it off on his back foot. He got him going up the left side, and then a beautiful way, left side, cross over to his right foot. That's where he's strong, and put it to the other side of the goalie. A beautiful job by Michaud, and a great little drawn-up play there by the Ambush.
28 years old from West Palm Beach, Florida. Michaud has stabilized this defense. And the Sidekicks trying to get it back quickly. Bounce went off the board in front of Resendez. It was Julio Varela trying to get it toward him. Now it's taken away by Bradley Baladez. Baladez has it blocked by Guernsey. Second try will equalize here fairly quickly for Dallas.
And that's all JT Thomas, just being careless with the ball, trying to get it out earlier, and then Dallas gets a free possession deep in the ambush zone, and then they have numbers, and it's going to go that way sometimes in this game. Just a poor job, though, by JT getting the ball out there.
Gustavo Piedra to Bradley Baladez, and a pretty easy tap in there for Baladez. Nice find. Obviously, you talk about the giveaway, the takeaway, but a nice find there by Piedra. And Dallas, they quickly turn around. Just 28 seconds later, make it 1-1.
Yeah, Baladez is dangerous. He had 9 points coming into the game, with 8 of those being goals. So, I mean, this is a guy who he's dangerous when the ball gets to his foot and he's near the net.
JT will get another chance at it here from the near side, trying to center for Michaud. Vadim Kojakov trying to juggle it through the middle of the field. Ambush will keep possession here, targeting Michaud through the legs of a defender. Almost tipped to Tony Walsh. The Sidekicks get it under control, trying to break it out. Mendez sent far side toward De Souza, and it ends up tipped back toward Resendez. Ends up with Thomas toward the top of the arc, this time more sure-footed out toward Michaud. His pass on, deflected and blocked by Mike Jones. De Souza looking for a little daylight. He taps the brakes and feeds Jones down the near side. Jones off the wall through the box. Tipped away here by Lucas Almeida, who's back for the Ambush after an extended timeout with injury. He has to be huge today. And especially with Mo out, Almeida will have to be one of the key guys.
Obviously, he's going to be huge. And yeah, his first shift out there tonight. Good luck to Lucas Almeida, back from some injuries. Good for the Ambush to get him back. Obviously, it's been a tough season on them injury-wise. So
De Souza from the top of the box, banging off the wall, pressured there by Almeida. Ends up with Michaud, the goal scorer, feeds back to Resendez. Pepe now at midfield, looking to orchestrate something as we get under 10 left in this first piece of pie. Softly off the wall, finds Hulk to Duca, held up by Mike Jones. Not a bad town at all, St. Louis, to be named Mike Jones in, that is for sure. The all-time greatest tackle in the history of the Super Bowl. Oh, hot shot by Guernsey, sent aside by Gamboa. Half dive, got some mitts to it.
Yeah, and Almeida just a little rusty there with the ball coming back quick on that rebound there. Give him to about the third, and I bet he has that one as a goal.
Jones touches it outside. Dallas, they've won 3 in a row. Ambush trying to snap a nasty 6-game losing skid. Down the near side, Felipe Silva. Guernsey sacrificing the body to get in front of another. Jamie Lovegrove, formerly of San Diego, returning to Dallas here this season. He's been huge for them. Lovegrove, a wonderful performance so far in a Sidekicks jersey. And Ricardinho, he just loves the experience that he brings on and off the field to this club. His pass is deflected by Pepe toward Almeida. In the back, Ambush do control here. Cristo, the St. Louis U Hall of Famer, giving off to William Esque. Flared outside to Pepe. Give and go off the wall. Esque, who's tied for the league lead in shorthanded goals. Giving back to Pepe. Looking long, wanted Yahic or Cristo. Bounces harmlessly, though, to Gamboa, and the keeper will just bowl it loose.
A little less on it, and that's on a tee for Robbie Cristo. I mean, that would have been old open field kind of soccer chance right there for him.
Sent forward by Gamboa off the head of Esque, and he deflects it into the crowd here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. It'll be taken to the top of the arc. Good crowd here for the mascot game at halftime. Fredbird, Bushwhacker, and plenty of other great mascots out here at the Family Arena. It's going to be a lot of fun. Eric Macias gives to a friend outside, diving, blocked by Christian Briggs. And they're going to whistle him for a handball. Dallas wanted it. Shot was by Cameron Brown, and pretty much immediately he was saying, where's the call? Blue card does come out.
Hard to disagree with that call there. Pretty cut and dry. Pretty cut and dry. Unfortunate, but, you know, that's the breaks.
Briggs, a good effort, but this will give a chance to Jamie Lovegrove. Lovegrove puts it on the penalty spot here against Resendez. Lovegrove, the longtime vet, who's sporting number 32 now for Dallas. He will take his time on this. Referee's now set. Lovegrove, Resendez, a strike, and he buries it. Goal for Lovegrove, the 31-year-old from Crawley, England. Didn't get too fancy. Middle right side, his right side, and Resendez dove the opposite way. It'll be 2-1 Dallas.
We mentioned earlier that Luis Morales was going to be out for this game. He was tied for first on the team in points. The guy who was tied with, of course, is Lovegood. And so to see him, Lovegrove, excuse me. So to see him have a chance like that, obviously in a penalty situation, it's never going to look good for the Ambush in that kind of way. So Lovegrove was obviously a big problem. 5 total points in that game just a week ago, and right here already getting an early goal. Just put on a tee for him.
Let's hope we can find a way to limit him. Kojakov, a shot and a foul assessed as the bodies flew on the entry. Sidekicks regained possession in midfield. Varela played it off of Silva. Vadim comes bursting through to play it forward. Marcel Berry knocked it outside. This Ambush team got to keep the composure here. Austin giving chase. Tristan Austin, he's got to be huge with Mo out. And the Ambush, after that early goal by Michaud, have given up a couple in about 4 minutes. Just maybe trying to do a little bit too much here. Kojakov knocks it into the crowd, trying to play it to the near side, and that'll take us to our first media timeout with 7:26 to go here in the first. Ambush down 2-1. Right now, Ambush 2 points out of third place in this division race. But good news is we're going to see everybody. We're seeing the Comets. We're seeing the Wave. We got the Sidekicks right now. I'm definitely not feeling like anything is decided yet. How about you?
Far from it, yeah. When you have so many games inside the division like that, and you're just 2 points behind a wild card spot as well as third in the division, you're obviously right there. You got to cinch some things up. We put up, if you were watching the pregame, we talked a little bit about the standings, and you saw there goals scored, goals against. They're right behind Kansas City in goals scored. This offense can score, but they've let up about 25 more goals than the next closest team in the division. So the defense has to continue to play better. Right now, we've seen 2 goals from the Sidekicks, and both of them have come from just plays where they've shot themselves in the foot. One of them was a poor clearance by JT Thomas. The other one was the fallout of a bad clearance by William Esque that led to a set piece, and then obviously they had to guard the set piece. Christian Briggs gets the handball inside the box. It's a penalty, and they bury that. So it's just mistakes are the reason they're down 2-1 right now early. The reason why they've lost a bunch of close games this year so far. They just have to tighten up the defense if they want to close that 2-point gap and make it into the playoffs.
Ambush do return to the Family Arena in St. Charles at 7:35 on Friday, March 4th, and 4:05 on Sunday, March 6th. It's the Milwaukee Wave coming on Friday. That's a key divisional matchup. Florida is coming right after that, a chance to take down the favorite, perhaps the MASL. Wow, what a long pass and almost a great finish by the Sidekicks. Served out of the back to Sebastian Mendez, And he got the foot up, not exactly a bicycle, we'll call it a unicycle. And luckily Resendez able to parry the attempt. Walls at midfield, pushed off the ball by David Ortiz, and the ambush will get it on the tee with 7:04 to go. Pepe easing it here to Jeff Michaud. Pepe pursued by Cameron Brown. Bounces it forward to Hulk. Daduka to Kochikov. Hammers one just wide. Michaud gobbles up the board back toward the yellow line.
Oh, I wanted to see what Joey had written down for that one.
Oh, that was a gorgeous strike from Kochikov, and just 8 inches the other way. I would have perhaps come up with some magic, but I guess we'll never know, will we, Matt? Let's give it back to Thomas. I swear Kochikov has had 5 of those this year where he's hit the post or just barely put it wide. Some tremendous finishes that almost were for one of the best this year for the ambush. Hulk heel kicking to the top of the box. Dallas able to dismiss with ease.
He had 2 players trailing. Smart look there from Daduka, but nothing doing, unfortunately. And a good look there. Amieta will have it be able to play off the boards here. Good play by Cristo.
Austin knocked it back toward Robbie Cristo. Give back to Michaud. 6:01 left here in the first period. Ambush trailing the Dallas Sidekicks 2-1. Pepe over the top looking for Daduka. Got a head to it, but sends it wide.
A deep pass to Daduka right there in the box, just to the left side of the goaltender, and a beautiful chance, but unfortunately, header just completely gets lost. And a bad lost ball there from Michaud, unfortunately.
Resendez flared it outside to him, and Michaud had it taken away. Dallas goes back to midfield on the steal. A good hustle play by Bradley Valadez. He's got a goal. And the ambush just have to be better with the ball in the back.
Poor job there by Michaud to use his body, which is surprising. He's usually so great about setting up his goalie in the best possible way. Great through pass there.
Mike Jones fed it off the wall in the near side corner.
Dallas
couldn't keep it.
We talked about it with Mo NDI. You'll hear in the halftime about how dangerous and how the best passes are the ones where you're going through the entire team. You're going through 3 or 4 guys with one pass. And so far, those through balls through the entire defense, Dallas has 3 or 4 of them in this game, and those are going to lead to goals quick.
Well, they are playing their best soccer of the year. 3-game winning streak. Club that got off to a rocky start this year. They made a coaching switch, went to Ricardinho, and he's got this team. He says the most important thing, believing in themselves. Kochikov grabs a ball that bounces through the box, engineered by SK and Michaud, but can't get it cleanly. Gamboa fires long. Ricardinho said that was the lesson that he really tried to instill right off the bat. Says this team has come together, and they are looking to make some noise here down the stretch of the season. Varela drops it back to midfield. Sidekicks go to Macias. 4:16 left here in the first. Varela over to De Souza. Poke back to Jones. Morales out. Ricardinho hoping that De Souza can really step up here today. He's dealt with injuries this season. Cristo running here with Yahic and Kochikov. Dangerous combo. Otto off the wall. Kochikov couldn't get a foot on it, but Cristo will! Oh, yeah, baby! We're tied 2-2! Send a cease and desist letter to my dream of dating Nicki Minaj. Let's get crushed! Cristo, he's got himself an equalizer here at 3:54 left in the first.
And a great job by Otto Yahic getting up the right side, trying to use the board to set up a beautiful goal there. They get the rebound, it goes the other way, and then Robbie Cristo on the volley from just outside the arc, right foot right into the left side of the net. Beautiful goal by Robbie Cristo. You love a little 20-foot volley like that. That was gorgeous.
Yahic going to get the apple, and initially, again, it was intended for Kochikov, and he kind of overran it, didn't get the shot off, but Cristo, we've seen him do that a few times. Ball gets out of play near side as Dallas tried to get off and running offensively. Ambush immediately get it back. He's got a nice little way of kind of being outside of the box and finding a way to get it in the net. Austin gets a long pass on the far side, dumps back through Guernsey, and Cristo, he's got all the potential to be a real star here in the MASL. Local guy who started St. Louis U for Kevin Kalish, just inducted into the Billiken Hall of Fame. And as he makes that transition from the outdoor game to the indoor game, I am thinking that soon enough, he's really going to be in that top tier player.
I think so. He just keeps getting more comfortable game after game. And today, if you're watching this game, he's cycling a little bit more into the back. And I think we're seeing more just overall kind of positional, guys just kind of changing around and playing anywhere right now in the field. We saw Mashad, usually a nominal defender, playing high up for a couple possessions there. So maybe they're switching around the entire team. But I've seen him play in the back a lot more, and I actually think it's really helping his game so far tonight.
Poke back toward midfield. Dallas able to grab. Ambush making some adjustments here with key injuries. Obviously, Mo NDI, arguably the player of the year in the MASL, a huge loss. De Souza gets a soft shot toward Resendez. Knocked down and pounced upon easily by Jose. Club has been playing the whole year, the whole regular season at least, without Stefan Mijatovic. Today, Sway out. The keeper, he is not active. Just have to find a way and find that right combo here in a critical game as the Ambush try to stop a long losing slide. 2:11 left here in the first. All tied at 2s. JT and Lucas Almeida, a little give and go. Thomas takes it to the far corner looking to centralize, and he was pounded there by a Sidekicks defender, went down into the wall, and he is grabbing at his head. Blue card has come out. Ambush about to go on the power play.
Yeah, JT Thomas hard into the boards there. You could almost hear that on the broadcast. And he looks like he went almost about face first in the board, almost like hockey style. And, yeah, he took a hard shoulder there.
Got a chance to
Cody
Windex
Ellis.
the glass, courtesy of Cody Ellis.
Cody Ellis, a little bit of a shoulder check there. Put JT Thomas into the boards and put Cody Ellis into the box.
Thankfully, he's all right. He's on his feet, kind of rubbing his head and neck, but he will stay in the game. Almeida from the corner on the restart here with 2:04 to go. Power play could take us most of the way toward the second. Duduka from the top, trying to take it in. Almeida in deep. Thomas back here to Hulk. Feed out to Vadim Kochikov. Almeida and Kochikov trying to get on the same page. Walls fed outside. TW. Looks down deep to Duduka. Oh, beauty of a no-look feed to Thomas and tried to turn it into the net. Stifled, though, by Gamboa. They had a similar play in Dallas. Beauty of a feed from Duduka to JT Thomas. Tried to pull the same thing. Snuffed there. Now Duduka off the wall. In deep. Kochikov! Oh, yeah! Ambush lead 3-2. $1.24 left in the first.
And just kind of a messy play there for the Ambush, but when you get the ball in deep, good things tend to happen. You get the ball in deep and you get the ball over the middle, good things happen. You do both, great things happen like goals. And you got there Duduka off the right board. It got over. There were two Ambush players crossing hard. Gamboa didn't really have a chance against it. The ball might have went in. I think maybe Vadim Kochikov might have tipped it in there on the goal line.
It does look like it was credited to Kochikov.
But yeah, there were two Ambush players. Either way, that ball was going in because of a beautiful set by Duduka, getting it up the right side, playing it hard off the boards, over the middle, in deep. Great job by the Ambush. That's been their biggest problem this entire season, is getting the ball in the middle and getting the ball deep. But when they do, they score at such a high, incredible rate.
Ambush with the second lead of the game for the guys in pink. A good effort at the start on the goal by Michaud, and now a good comeback effort to reclaim the lead. Christo here commits a foul toward the far board. Power play goal with a little less than 90 seconds left in the first. Makes it 3-2. Gamboa will come out to distribute long to Lovegrove. Tips it with his head through the middle. De Souza able to come find it. He knocks it back toward midfield. Script has been flipped here, and now can the Ambush maintain the advantage?
Gamboa is so good on those long passes.
Lovegrove over the top looking for De Souza. At the top of the box, he and Guernsey got a little bit tangled. De Souza was looking for a call. SK pursued by a couple of attackers trying to get it out of the back. Uses Resendez. 36 seconds left here in the first. Tristan Austin couldn't secure it. Tries to win it back from De Souza. It looked like Austin might have had the jersey.
Yeah, he's going to get a card because he was toying with the ball with the ref.
And he ended up tripping De Souza. And there's a delay of game warning issued to the Ambush here, as Austin was toying with the ball a little bit there before the restart. Now he gets a takeaway on the near side from Lovegrove. Deflects in the middle to Yahic, 22 seconds. Otto rearing back to maybe fire a shot. He knocks it off the wall instead. SK came crashing in, but couldn't get to it. 15 seconds. It flutters back out to Guernsey. Back to Pepe on the Ambush side. 10 seconds left here in the first. Ambush trying to take a goal lead to the second. Long pass to Yahic, 4 seconds. In the corner, is there enough time? Austin from just inside the yellow stripe, and the horn does sound as he pounds it into the near side corner. St. Louis Ambush, Dallas Sidekicks out here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. St. Louis with a 3-2 lead over the visitors on the mascot game day. It's been a lot of fun. We're back right after this on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
When I owned a small soccer business, I learned firsthand how tough being a small business owner can be. It was difficult keeping up with our accounting and taxes on top of running the business. Struggling to find help, I knew there had to be a better way. At CPAs for Hire, we understand the challenges small business owners face because we've been there. We take a personal approach to understanding your unique accounting, tax, and advisory needs, and customize affordable solutions that will help your business grow. We want to take this stress off your plate so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. Contact CPAs for Hire today to get your business on the right track.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team.
The official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight. Expertly designed for the indoor game, Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note at MASLsoccer.com.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV. The Big 550 KTRS Ambush leading the Sidekicks 3-2 as we start the second. Michaud, Christo, Kojakov with goals for St. Louis, Valdez, and Lovegrove with goals for Dallas. Still anybody's match, but right now the Ambush with the edge and the ball. Kojakov claiming it toward the yellow line of Dallas, and he catches a shove from behind. That will set the Ambush up beautifully after Piedra gave him a shot. Kojakov rips the shot, and it went just wide, but the whistle blows. Looks like they did not have everybody set up. We'll go ahead and do it again.
We'll see how they change this one up. I like that attempt from Vadim. Almost bent that one in upper 90.
Walls, this time going to give it a putt outside. Quick shot by Duduka. Huge save by Gamboa. Diving effort. Kojakov swarms the rebound against Piedra.
That rebound comes off.
Check that. That was a shot by Thomas from the far side.
If that comes off a little bit lower, JT Thomas is right there in the middle off for the rebound, and he buries it. But it came off just a little high.
Michaud through the middle of the field toward Thomas. And Cody Ellis was able to win it there in the center circle. Fed a friend down the far side. Shot sent well wide and well high off the left foot of Varela. Michaud going to clear, looking for Yahic downfield. Steven Gonzalez gets ahead to it. Ball almost bouncing fortuitously back toward Otto. Dallas able to reclaim. Pushed outside here to Felipe Silva. Jones on the far side. Taps down the wall Austin able to at least stifle the momentum. Dallas keeps it in their end. About a minute gone by here in the second. They had a 2-1 lead after Lovegrove's penalty kick. But the Ambush able to storm back. Goals by Christo and Kojikov. Last one on a power play to reclaim the lead. Top of the box. Valadez looking for Turnage. Shot all over him. Tic-tac-toed back to him. Valadez feeding Jones up top. Christo right in front of the ball. Jones got a little space diving saved by Mr. Resendez, and it was Valadez crashing into him, and Resendez is hurt. He is clutching his head. Valadez went down as well. He will check on Resendez. What a great stop, and he paid a price for it.
Yeah, Resendez still down. The medical team coming out. We're going to have a stoppage of play here. Jose Resendez, great job there contesting the ball hard, but obviously that's what's going to happen sometimes when you have an attacking player just careening into the goalie like that. Valadez has got to be a little bit more under control. Their goalie has obviously all the right in the world to come out and contest that ball.
And I'll tell you what, plenty of traffic in front. Resendez makes a fine save. I really hope he is all right.
He need him. Valadez's knee came up and hit him right in the head. I mean, that's gonna hurt. It would shock me if we see Resendez stay in this game immediately. Looks like we're going to get the backup keeper here for the Ambush, which will be
Resendez. Perhaps, yes, being relieved potentially here by Tito Favela. He is still down, so it looks like it might be Favela here who comes in. Resendez is starting to get up. Favela is warming up in the tunnel, tossing the ball off the wall, and ready to go if necessary at a moment's notice. Please do join the St. Louis Ambush when the team returns March 4th and March 6th. We are back to the 2-game weekend next weekend. Going to be a lot of fun against the Milwaukee Wave out here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. That's 7:35 on Friday, then 4:05 on Sunday against the Florida Tropics. Ambush do return home after that Friday, March 18th, and then after that on Saturday, April 2nd to conclude the home schedule. Division opponents coming here to the Family Arena in St. Charles. We hope you'll be with us. More information and tickets available at stlambush.com. Resendez on his feet, walking very slowly toward the bench, and here comes Tito. Resendez, after the save of the game so far, he's out with injury.
So obviously the big change here for the Ambush. Tito on the season, he's played in 3 games, started 2 of them. He has 1 loss for the season. He's faced 16 shots and allowed 7 goals for a .724 goals against average. And obviously right now comes in, gets to nurse a 1-goal lead here.
And it's just the latest piece of bad luck for a goaltending unit that has been beleaguered by injuries. You have to start with Paulo, the longtime legend here in St. Charles, who suffered a torn ACL, has not been active this season. Go through the list here. Pollo Cortez, Sway Mason. Everybody has dealt with injuries. Resendez is now out of this game, and it's up to Tito to face off against this Dallas team that's been very efficient as of late, finishing chances. He's going to have a great performance to keep this lead intact. We restart here, Ambush up 3-2, about 2 gone by in the second. Out of the back here, Tristan Austin. Back to Pepe, deflected by De Sosa, pass over the top, goes all the way toward Duduka. Flared back, Lucas Almeida. Off to Pepe. Hulk from the yellow line. No-look feed to Pepe, streaking down that far side. It's a little bit tangled up with a couple of sidekick defensemen. Almeida trying to win it back around the gold stripe. Maybe sweeping Lovegrove down. Foul will give the Sidekicks a chance to restart. De Sosa might have lost a shin guard there. He has to run and grab that. Now heads back to the bench. Restart served all the way toward Favela. Exit not clean for the Ambush. Dangerously served into the box by Piedra off the wall. Ambush defense, though, able to send it over the top all the way to Gamboa.
Good clean clearance there by Pepe, which has honestly been an issue for the Ambush at times this season. So it's not nothing. It's already led to them to one goal this game, and poor clearances were kind of the reason for 2 or 3 other goals in their last game here in the Family Arena. It's been a weird sore spot for the Ambush there.
Trying to stay sturdy in the back, get those clearances. Baladez gets by Bishaw, centering for Varela. Luckily it leaked by. JT Thomas cleans it up on the far side. Pepe puts it in a hot air balloon. It's off the head of Jones. Resendez gathers in the back. Michaud springing toward midfield to challenge Baladez. Varela ends up with it and plays it back. Wow, Ambush happy to escape with his lead intact on that latest chance by Dallas.
It appears when we asked the question both with the coaches and to ourselves in the pregame, how would you replace a guy like Luis Morales in his scoring? Well, Baladez clearly is stepping in, almost had his second goal of the game right there.
Sidekicks have definitely relied on Baladez. It's Varela giving off to De Sousa. Fires that one, luckily just a little bit high. And De Sousa, his shin guard keeps popping out of his right sock. He picks that up and puts it back in. I'll tell you what, that is going to be, I'm sure, addressed at halftime. They got to get him some tape or something.
And he's one of the players that we also expect kind of step in for Morales. So
he's had an interesting season. Ricardinho really hoping that he's going to be that guy who fills in. Still recovering from injury. De Sousa, a lot of talent, and they are hoping he can find his finishing touch to compensate for Morales being out. He is not the only injury of the key variety for this Dallas Sidekick side.
Quintana has been a huge loss for them defensively over the last few games. In fact, you can kind of directly tie the fact that they were just getting used to a defense without Quintana to that 27-shot game for the Ambush last week. Obviously, the Ambush played very hard to get those shots, but when you lose one of your best defenders, guy tied second on your team in blocks, it's a big reason why your defense may be struggling.
Turnover, Eric Macias sends it off the wall through the box. Otto Yahic and Lucas Almeida trying to get it out. Another try. Eric Macias sent it into the foot of Guernsey, who was able to at least find a little escape hatch. Ambush once again dangerous on the clearances. Sebastian Mendez firing one here for Dallas, well wide. Christian Briggs trying to pick it up on the far side. Almeida bursts to it. Tipped here back to Jose Murillo Tese. It's Quintana, Morales, also Oscar Romero out for this Dallas Sidekicks team. And both teams trying to find new guys who will step up. Eske, a takeaway at the top of the Ambush box. Now Yahic off and moving, finds Eske! Oh, a huge kick save by Gamboa. And he's been one of the best in the business in the MASL for a reason this season. That was a tremendous save.
And an incredible pass by Otto Yahic. An outside foot, right foot trying to go to the right side. So an outside foot pass there by Otto Yahic in full stride. Put it absolutely on a tee, just kind of off the elbow from where he wanted it. What a beautiful setup there by Yahic.
Dallas drew a foul about midfield on the restart. Lovegrove testing Favela in deep. Hit it off the wall and hit it into the keeper. Couldn't secure, but Dallas has to take it back through midfield. Now they feed De Sousa. Kojikov marking him. De Sousa looking for a little give and go into the near corner. Didn't hit it as cleanly as he wanted. And Tito Favela, the backup keeper here today, goes to his knees, picks it up off the turf. Gets a feed from Kojikov. Now Marcel Berry receives right around the Ambush yellow line. 8:27 to go here in the second. Berry beats Lovegrove, tries to weave it by Felipe Silva. Silva on the takeaway, feeds outside. Quick shot and a rebound by De Sousa is going to put Dallas back to a score of 3-3. Equalizer by De Sousa. We talked about it. He's got to be huge and uses a ball that deflects to him to equalize this game at a treble apiece.
A lot of kind of rebounds in this game, obviously, but usually you don't see those bang-bang ones like that. But he's just able to kind of get his right foot out. A really great setup there by the Sidekicks coming across the yellow line on the left side. A great long shot. And then DeSouza somehow is just right there, perfectly, like I said, just able to kick his leg out there, get enough on the ball, and to redirect it right into the net. A great goal by him. Dallas doing a great job of moving the ball right now ever since the injury to Resendez.
And that was Jamie Lovegrove who had the initial attempt, sort of
dangerous.
shot/pass. Thomas loses it here toward midfield. Steven Gonzalez trying to take it away from him. Now another steal. David Ortiz comes up with it for the Sidekicks. Good hustle here from JT to get back and challenge. Ortiz went down, no foul. Gonzalez centering. Ortiz went tumbling through, and now that Tweety Bird does come out. Whistle here at the top of the box at 7:56 left here in the second. A 3-3 score. Dallas going to be set up favorably here.
Yeah, the yellow card's going to come out because Lucas Almeida slide tackles just above the line, just outside the box but under the arc. Comes in slide tackle and trying to get the foot on the ball there. Just trailing a little bit late in the tackle. Catches the attacker there for Dallas. It looks like it was David Ortiz.
And it looks like the yellow card is going to Tony Walls for delay of game.
Oh, okay.
In the little sort of conversation boardroom there after
Obviously,
the call.
We saw an emphasis on slide tackling from the referees a couple weeks ago. I'm kind of surprised that Almeida's getting away with that one with no card.
From just under the umbrella here, it's Lovegrove trying to poke it through, parried twice by the ambush. Once by Pepe and then once by the three-man wall. Lovegrove gets it back, sends it to the far corner, skips around. Sidekicks able to reclaim. They have to take it back toward midfield. So the foul and then the card don't really amount to much here. Ambush happy to escape. Mike Jones comes back on the field, and he will orchestrate here. Pushes to Cameron Brown. Dallas going to Felipe Silva. Takeaway here by Otto Yahic on the entry pass. Yahic loses it. Brown able to help keep it alive here for Dallas. They try to spring Lovegrove outside, pass behind him. Pepe poking back through Lucas Almeida. Almeida chipping over the top. He's got Hulk down deep. Lovegrove all over him, and Jamie Lovegrove able to get ahead to it, knocks it out of bounds with 7:03 to go here in the second. Teams will switch. And that will take us to a media timeout here about halfway through the second period. Even contest right now, 3-3. My mind does go back to that December game between those two teams. We'll tell you more about that in a moment, but first we got to tell you about MASL Prime Time. MASL Prime Time is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Friday on MASL TV with Alex Bastiavansky. That's MASL Prime Time. Teams met here New Year's Eve at the Family Arena in St. Louis. Ambush had a chance to win the game, tied it up in the third on a great goal by Vadim Kojakov, fed to him by Mo, a header finish, equalized the score, but then Dallas just, all of a sudden they opened everything up and won by a sizable margin. That was kind of the same story down in Allen, Texas, just on President's Day, where it was a tie game, 4-4, and then all of a sudden a run by the Sidekicks put it out of reach. How did the Ambush avoid another big run by the Sidekicks team?
They got to take care of the ball. It's been mistakes so much this season. It's been turnovers so much of this season, and that's been the biggest problem in a lot of these Dallas games. They've been getting such gaudy scoring numbers in some of these ones because of just mistakes from the Ambush. Not necessarily getting outplayed, not necessarily the defense. I mean, the defense finally stepped up in that game on Monday, only allowing 15 shots, but bad mistakes, bad clearances, just bad balls leads to easy shots and easy goals for Dallas in the majority of these games. And so that's why you're on a 3-game losing streak against this team, who's on a 3-game winning streak against you and overall in the season.
Got to find a way here, and this will certainly help. Ball is set up at the top of the arc. Ambush with Robbie Cristo about to take a free try against 3 on the wall for Dallas. Cristo put it just wide. Pretty good flick of a strike. Cristo looking for his second goal, but it ends up just a little bit east of the post. Goes all the way back through Favela. Eases off to Vadim. The Dream comes down the near side. Taps and breaks. Fires a shot. It's blocked by a Dallas defenseman. Lovegrove, I believe, in deep. Got a foot on it. Good placement on the shot. Looked like he was going to beat the keeper, but the veteran Lovegrove once again proving his worth to this Dallas outfit.
Oh, he was going to beat the keeper. Had a little English on it. And that was going 90, lower 90 beautifully.
Tried to feed to Duca up top, ripped away by the Sidekicks. Looking for Baladez in deep far corner. Tito came out off his perch, and he was challenged there by Baladez. They got locked up on the boards, can't do that. Ambush on the restart, feeding Mashad just outside their own box. Christian Briggs putting here to Mashad. Putts on to Cristo. 6:06 left here in the second. Ambush 3, Sidekicks 3. Mashad rolls it forward to Otto Jahic, arguably the best distributor on this team. Jahic outside to Briggs. Mashad. And Cristo looking for some space here. Mike Jones, Secret Service defense on him. Mashad. Out to Briggs. Mashad feeding outside to SK, bodied away from it by Baladez. Goes to a sliding effort. Knocks it back toward midfield though. Briggs able to claim with ease. Tristan Austin quickly onto the field here, trying to go to Jahic in the middle. Stolen away right around the center stripe by Dallas. De Sosa giving back to Jones. 5:14 now left here in the second. Low laser passes forward toward the near corner. De Sosa dueling with Briggs. Mustered up the near wall. Slipping and falling, trying to claim it. Piedra looking to get by Austin. His shot goes wide, looking for the far post. Gathered on the other side. It was Silva trying to get some turnage, and Jahic is going to be called for a foul against him. Jahic doesn't like the call, saying maybe the attacker was actually grabbing his jersey, perhaps. Silva doing that, but it's Lovegrove on the restart. Sends it back to Mendez, just beyond the yellow stripe. Mendez will get a pass back toward midfield. Austin challenging against him. Mendez, long Mo NDI-like attempt there, but easily grabbed on the long shot by Favela. You'll hear from Mo on the Big 550 KTRS at halftime, and he talks about that great strike he had in the Central Cup from midfield. Says JT Thomas and some of the other guys on the team call him Logo Mo, and our best wishes to Logo Mo. We need him back for next weekend against Milwaukee and Florida.
Absolutely, just a fun player to watch, obviously. Talk about a guy who's able to pass and able to score. The way he's able to score is usually just a fascinating, wonderful way to watch soccer being played. So get better, Mo NDI. They're being cautious with him tonight. That's why you're not going to see him today. But I think that means there's a good chance we're going to see him next week.
Scramble for the ball on the far side. Barry, Guernsey, and Jones all involved. Barry went down. Jones whistled for a foul. And key word there is cautious. This is a very minor injury situation for Mo NDI, so we do expect him to be available going forward.
Great little flip there by Otto Jahic, but unfortunately JT couldn't handle it. Going the other way now.
Jones feeds outside. Shake and bake, and the shot blocked by the ambush defense. Nice job there in deep by Guernsey and Almeida on a shot by Cameron Brown. Kojikov takes it the other direction. 3:44 to go. Kojikov turns back toward Thomas and kind of lost it on the first touch. Sidekicks.
Little heavy touch there for JT.
Get it away. Ambush reclaim at midfield. It's stolen, though, from Almeida by a couple of sidekick attackers. De Souza gets a pass on the top of the box. Slipped on the shot attempt. Went down, didn't really get it off cleanly. Dallas gets it back, and they immediately go to De Souza. He just got a feed from Gonzalez. And now fires one toward Favela. Knocked away. De Souza trying to plow through Almeida to get to the rebound. But he's going to be whistled for a foul. Ambush will have a chance to strike it out of the corner with 3:12 left here in this first half. Good solid first 27 minutes or so, but the Ambush have had trouble clearing. Almeida had it stolen. Lovegrove put it through the middle. Nobody could take it out of the mailbox. Macias off the sidewalk, recycles through Silva. The Ambush can figure out the clearances. I think we got a great chance. Guernsey tries to get in front of a cross from Lovegrove, but this Dallas team, they can make you pay, especially with a great creator like Lovegrove on the outside. Ambush do get this one away. Grabbed by Silva, though.
Like you said, Lovegrove, an incredible creator. Again, the question is, where's the goal scoring going to come on? Ballard has stepped up. D'Souza has stepped up. Who else is going to step up here for the Sidekicks? And who's going to step up here for the Ambush? Tied 3-3.
Could it be Yahic down the near side?
He's been playing great. People just haven't been able to finish some of those perfect passes. Ooh.
Kristodansky! Oh, Doctor! What a finish! Upper 90! Misplaced a porta potty at a trout hatchery! Let's get flushed! What a goal!
We were just talking about the sweet passing of Yahic. He gets it inside. That was Robbie Christo. Robbie Christo got it inside off of a Yahic pass originally. Christo, great job getting it inside. We've talked about it from the beginning. You get it inside, and you will score with this team. They are clinical finishers that close. It's not you see that a lot in this league, but nonetheless, they're one of the best teams at it, one of the best teams in the division at scoring goals overall. So you get finally penetrate that defense, get the pass inside, and you will produce goals. And right there, you saw it. A great turn. Mo NDI-like, if I do say so.
Oh, yes, that's kind of his signature shot. And that's 13 goals, 17 games this season for William Eske. To me, he is the most underrated player in the division and one of the most underrated players in the MASL. He kind of goes under the radar. When you think of the Ambush, a lot of times you're thinking about Mo, you're thinking about Kojikov. He makes it 4-3, but Dallas on a foul, getting it at the top of the arc. A restart, and what a great block by Marcel Berry, and another one, Tristan Austin. How about that? Both sacrificing the bodies on a restart opportunity. And now the keeper, Tito Favela, able to fall on an easy shot by Baladez. $1.44 left in the change jar. Guernsey feeding down low. Austin trying to turn near post. Bounces off the wall. Gamboa punches it. It goes out to the near side of the box. Austin back through Berry. Marcel going to Guernsey far side. 86 seconds left here in a very exciting first half. Ambush up by a tally against the Dallas Sidekicks. Feeding down low toward Duduka. Hulk not getting any room to work. Silva all over him. Michaud finding Berry off the wall. Gamboa, though, grabs, and Gamboa will laser long. Once Baladez, they've been targeting him all game. Inside of 1 minute now. Here in the second, Piedra down the near side. Progress impeded by Duduka. Scrambled for it. Austin and Duduka can't quite get it. Piedra fires it into Tito Favela. And the backup goalie, who's come in as a result of a head injury to Jose Resendez, playing well right now. Able to lock that one up. Michaud and Kojikov trying to get it going offensively. Michaud has a shot blocked toward the top of the arc by Piedra. 26 seconds left here in the second. JT Thomas reclaims a loose ball. Feeding down low toward Vadim. Kojikov with 20 seconds, trying to turn it back toward Yahic. Stolen briefly by Dallas. Ambush quickly able to get it back under control. 11 seconds left here in the second. Michaud with the countdown on. 5 seconds. Giving Kojikov not a lot of room to operate. He's going to take it back toward Tito, and that'll take us to the buzzer. Ambush, by virtue of a great goal from William Eske, leading 4-3 after 2 periods complete at the Family Arena in St. Charles. What a fun day. We have the mascot game coming up. Stick with us on MASL TV and stick with us on the Big 550 KTRS. Mo NDI will join us to talk about his great season. We're back after this on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
Club Fitness knows St. Louis. We live local in our town. We work, we laugh, we give back, we sweat, support, and connect. We work every day to support your fitness goals and our community's needs. We've had your support for 35 years. We will always be there for you. Make a difference in your life and our community. Because lifting local lifts every body.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
When I owned a small soccer business, I learned firsthand how tough being a small business owner can be. It was difficult keeping up with our accounting and taxes on top of running the business. Struggling to find help, I knew there had to be a better way. At CPAs for Hire, we understand the challenges small business owners face because we've been there. We take a personal approach to understanding your unique accounting, tax, and advisory needs, and customize affordable solutions that will help your business grow. We want to take this stress off your plate so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. Contact CPAs for Hire today to get your business on the right track.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
Here's a look at the best plays from last week in the Major Arena Soccer League.
Cut the angle, Huffman keeps alive. Turner! A Poach's stamp goal that time by Turner.
From way outside, way out of Tacoma.
That might be save of the week in the MASL.
Ahora para Escalante, golazo! ¡Qué golazo!
Trying to chip him from distance. Oh, Margaret! It goes in!
Big ball, Pereira! Oh my word! You'll never see a volley of its equal! Boy, howdy, what a ball, what a shot, what a goal! Nick Pereira does it again.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Ibarra lifts that over to Pereira. Lovely ball. Laid back. The shot! Oh, my word! Nick Pereira tees it up, and Juice Cox obliterates it.
How do you do, Juice Cox? Getting yourself on the stat sheet right there. His 4th goal of the season. Miguel Ibarra with a great entry ball into Pereira. Here it is diagonal, and just beautifully touched down by Pereira. The roll, the shot, Juice.
Se va moviendo Valle, ahora para Escalante, golazo, gol de Roberto Escalante, la jugada prefabricada, la volea espectacular.
Sacude la mano Carlos, sacó un riflazo, partió la portería en dos, casi rompe la red, qué golazo.
Big ball, Pereira! Oh my word! You'll never see a volley of its equal. West sends it the length of the floor, and Pereira drops the hammer 2-0.
Boy, howdy, what a ball, what a shot, what a goal. Nick Pereira does it again. These kind of strikes are what make Nick Pereira so dangerous in this league. It's a great left-footed long ball coming in from Adam West, and Nick Pereira times it to perfection. What a stunner.
Cut the angle, Huffman keeps alive. Turner! We're tied at 1. And Turner, the rookie, comes forward. Watch this strike. It beats Lou Miser up into the upper corner. A postage stamp goal that time by Turner.
Tyler Turner with his 2nd goal of the year, also has an assist for 3 points. Derek Huffman will get the assist.
Ramos gone in for Caceres. Caceres shot, kick save Zierhofer. Ramos on the volley. It's gone in! Mike Ramos! Absolutely sensational.
Ramos saw Nick Pereira in the first quarter and said, Nick, how do you do? Step back, let me do my own thing. Big volley, Mike Ramos from way outside, way out of Tacoma, and he's able to launch that ball home. Incredible shot.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on getting it right every time. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Now hiring awesome crew. Apply at workatcanes.com.
My name is Tom White, St. Charles County Youth Soccer Association. I guess my passion is families teaching families about soccer. SCISA is the largest recreational organization in the state. We take the opportunity to build the community within the community and let it be about the soccer and the kids, not about anything else. A positive environment for everybody. If you just want to pass along a soccer passion that you had as a kid, this is the place to be. Yeah, this is the place to be.
Como padre, todos los días son un desafío y hay que estar ahí presentes. No importa lo cansado que uno esté, hay que estar ahí presentes para ellos. Cuando los niños aprenden algo nuevo, es ese momento mágico y especial, y creo que presenciar eso, ese momento es mi favorito.
Finds the Duca, and SK in the middle here. Oh, wanted to pass back, couldn't get it, but there's a shot, and Juan Gamboa with the huge save, point-blank shot against Walls.
What a save. That's an unbelievable save. That multi-point scoring system did not sit well with some people. Adam James! Oh my, what a save by Perella. That might be save of the week in the MASL.
Y viene tiro libre para el equipo visitante. Va a sacar el disparo, dejan entrar en corto, saca el disparo. Valdovinos con las uñas. Alcanza a desviar el balón, la deja en corto, es para Miller. Mira el rebote, sale Valdovinos. Descarga para Pareja Ríos. Tranquilidad, perfecto, la tiene Miller, que se dé la vuelta. Miller que le pegue, la gente dice que le pegue. ¡Miller! No lo grite, no lo cante, no lo anuncie. Willy B en el fondo.
Qué tajada por parte de Willy B, un tremendo riflazo por parte de Adrián Miller. La tajada con todo y hasta para la foto, como decimos acá en México.
Daniel's experience with Kickaroos is he loves putting on the jersey every Saturday. He comes out, enjoys being part of the team, playing around with the ball, learning the game from his coaches, and skills that can last him a lifetime.
You know, this is what young kids sports should be like. It should be fun, it should be engaging, it should be positive. And my son Henry, when I tell him today is Thursday, he's like, is tomorrow soccer day? It's like, no, tomorrow's Friday, and then Saturday is soccer day. For a 4-year-old to have that sort of desire to keep doing an activity, it says a lot about the program. I feel like every coach that we've interacted with, they truly enjoy working with the kids. So at the end of the practice, I make it a mission of mine to say thank you and say, hey, how is my kid doing? And they're all like, oh, he's having so much fun, and we love having him, and so it's clear that everybody involved really enjoys kids.
I love soccer so much, and just being a part of the game, being able to coach kids, and like being able to influence them like at such a young age in this great sport, it's really something.
Treat yourself to the fino things in life.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV, the Big 550 KTRS. It's halftime at the Family Arena in St. Charles. The mascot game rages on. Some great characters out there, including Fred Bird from the St. Louis Cardinals, Louis from the St. Louis Blues. The St. Louis Ubilican is out there. I gotta say though, my favorite is the Mellow Mushroom. I love mushrooms, and he is out there dancing it up. Matt, who do you like out there right now?
Mellow Mushroom was good. I liked it, man. Fred Bird and Bluey were just, I mean, they were everything. I mean, those guys, they ran the field. But like I said, the pregame, Bushwhacker was just an enforcer out there, laying dirty tackles in a formidable manner the entire game. I'm telling you, there's an angry side to Bushwhacker.
We got plenty of great mascots out there, and they've been interacting with the crowd all day long. That's Fred Bird and co. There's an early goal by Fred Bird on a post that was hit by Louis, the St. Louis Blues mascot. Louis will want that one back. Jeff Michaud, he doesn't live with regret, though. Michaud, the ambush star here over the last month, comes in and finds a way to get this one to the center of the field, top of the arc, made it 1-0 ambush early. Unfortunately, the Sidekicks were able to rebound with a couple of quick goals. They got strikes first from Bradley Valadez, assisted by Gustavo Piedra. That made it 1-1 at the 3:50 mark of the first, and then Jamie Lovegrove, after a handball by Christian Briggs, easy enough to convert the penalty. Robbie Christo has been huge, and he would be the man to respond to the strike by Lovegrove. Christo going to get a little flick action here after Yahic served it off the wall, and Christo, he's got a penchant for doing that, able to flush that. Vadim Kojikov would get himself one shortly thereafter to make it 3-2 Ambush. Ambush lost a lead early, regained it at 3-2 on that clever little flick by Kojikov. Again, Dallas, though, was able to respond. Felipe De Sosa, who Ricardinho really was hoping was going to be big time today, able to get a finish on a serve by Jamie Lovegrove. And then it was arguably the goal of the game so far. I certainly think so, to give the Ambush the lead. Robbie Christo again toward the top of the arc, feeding to William Escain. How about that? Goes upper corner and gives a little salute to Robbie Christo to say, hey, fella, thanks for the feed. Escain on a great finish to give us our score of 4-3. I don't know what the final score of that mascot game was, but I can assure you it was hard hitting out there, and a lot of it seemed to be going toward Bushwhacker. He's known as a hardcore enforcer, and it looked like Fred Bird and Louis, they were sending him to the ground all over the place.
They were dominating that game. I believe it was close, but I think eventually Fred Bird's and Louis' team went from like a 1-1 game to like 4-1. They dominated in the second half. Ambush should have to do something similar.
Ambush right now with the 4-3 lead, despite being outshot 17-15 in the first half by the Dallas Sidekicks. St. Louis won the battle of shots in the first quarter 9-6, and then Dallas came up with 11 shots to just 6 for the home team in period number 2. Ambush will look to get a few more chances and hopefully extend this lead. Usually it's tight against Dallas at some point midway through the game or into the third period. Ambush have to be very vigilant, make sure they don't allow one of those signature sidekick runs to kind of run away with this game. Ambush back on Friday and Sunday against Milwaukee and Florida. That's going to be a lot of fun. 7:35 on Friday, and then again Sunday at 4 o'clock against this Florida Tropics team that some are saying are the favorites to win the MASL championship this year. Ambush Wave, Ambush Tropics. Tickets available at stlambush.com. Matt, the Ambush, I'm not going to say this is exactly a must-win, but 6-game slide, trying to work their way back into the playoff picture. Next 30 minutes, do you think they are the biggest 30 minutes of the season for this team?
Yeah, it's hard to say they're not. It's hard to not call it a must-win. I mean, when you think about all those factors coming into this game, now looking at it with a 1-goal lead, you've given up some leads in the past. You're leading a team that's above you in the standings right now. Yeah, this is the most crucial 30 minutes of their entire season. There's no doubt about it. Hands down, no doubt.
And just kind of looking ahead on the schedule, Florida in town March 6th. Ambush still have 3 games against the Kansas City Comets, also one of the best teams so far record-wise in the MASL. So 4 games against a couple of teams that are really highly regarded. Have to find a way to take down the Sidekicks. Don't want to leave anything to chance as they go down the stretch against a couple of Goliaths in the MASL. Ambush Sidekicks here today, a rematch of Monday's action down there in Allen, Texas. Little President's Day matchup. Only day of the year that we really remember Chester A. Arthur and tell me, was he the one who got stuck in the bathtub?
That was Taft.
That was Taft. Well, somewhere Chester A. Arthur's descendants are listening in internet radio and television land.
They're furious.
They are upset with me. Jeff Locker here watching as his team gets ready for the second 30 minutes.
I'll just say what you're saying, Joe. Any descendants of James Buchanan, I'm sorry, but take a long walk.
Matt, our resident history buff, he knows what it's all about on President's Day, and we are happy to have you with us right here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS as we start the third period. Ambush up by a tally. Dallas, they are in their white kits with the green socks. They are going to be going right to left. Ambush today in the pink jerseys with the teal stripe on them. Black shorts and black socks going left to right. Dallas off the opening tap, serving over the top. Valadez in that far corner. Ambush still with Tito Favela in net after Jose Resendez exited in the second quarter with a head injury. We do not expect him to return. Favela is going to have to be huge against this Dallas attack. They play it back toward midfield. Lovegrove, easy. Mike Jones sends it into the far corner, looking for Valadez. Favela able to poke it with the mitts. He was being swarmed. Got it out of the box. Back at the center stripe. Jones tapped it to Piedra. Attack on here for the Sidekicks. It was Lovegrove playing it through the middle, and the Ambush able to stifle the opportunity. Check that, Valadez playing it through the middle, and the Ambush able to get it away down on the other end. Kojikov going after a loose ball that looked like it was going out. Hit the glass, and Kojikov plays it back through Barry after having a shot blocked. Michaud will tab it all the way back to Tito. He will bowl it loose. Pepe comes back to claim. Minute gone by here in the third. Pepe looking up top to Duduka. Quick turn and shoot just wide. Kojikov had a similar one that just missed on this end in the first half. Duduka just inches away there. The Sidekicks control off the rebound, and they go back to Gamboa. He's been pretty solid here today. Made some nice saves, but the Sidekicks team hoping he could be even better in the second. De Sosa fires one just wide. Ambush defense, knock it off the wall. Pepe in the middle. Ends up getting it to Duduka. Thomas was knocked down. He is slow getting up. Ambush on the attack. Barry sprinting onto one. He's got it! Oh, yeah! 5-3, 13:09 left in the third. Hulk led it, and Barry cleaned it up, chases it down, perfect slot to give the Ambush the deuce lead.
Two Ambush players go down with kind of getting slew-footed a little bit. Duduka and JT Thomas, but Marcel Barry picks it up. It goes off the back shoulder of a falling Duduka, falls onto the foot of Marcel Barry, and then he just beats one-on-one. Him and Gamboa, winner chicken dinner there for the Ambush. Love that right there.
What a difference it makes having a healthy Duduka Carvalho. He will not be credited with an assist officially here.
Preposterous. That was purposeful. As he fell, he clearly rolled onto his back so that his shoulder could assist that goal. I don't know what's the question here, Joey.
I agree with you 100%, Matt.
Are you kidding me?
Just a wonderful creator, though, and it makes a huge difference. And Barry able to stay with it. A great finish from Barry, and his energy has been absolutely superb out there today.
And, man, he's had so many balls, so many great shots just go slightly against him this season. Marcel Barry is one of the more unlucky players for the Ambush this year. Great to see the ball bounce right on his way, and then obviously just a good job for him, very calmly, just kind of setting it to the left side of the goaltender. It was beautiful. And Robbie's got to watch himself here.
Third goal this season for Marcel Barry. Otto Yahic, 2 fouls quickly here in the second half, 3 in the game. He gives the Sidekicks a chance from just beyond the arc. It's Macias. Will take this against 3 on the wall for the Ambush. Macias to Lovegrove, quick shot, diving, save by Tito Favela. Long launch, looking for Tony Walls, and he threw it to the Ambush bench. Not a great throw, but certainly a great save there from Tito.
Slowing down Jamie Lovegrove has been one of the biggest parts of this game for the Ambush. They've been so successful at it beyond the 1 goal. Can they continue to do that? It's going to be huge here, obviously, as they're going to have another set piece from the top of the arc, and it's going to be Jamie Lovegrove commanding that spot.
Lovegrove against 3 on the wall. Oh, a perfect finish from Lovegrove. He's lethal.
Announcer's jinx. I apologize.
Well, don't blame yourself there, Matt. It's all right. Lovegrove's been doing it for a long time. He goes side shelf on his left-hand side, and a really nice strike to beat Tito cleanly. Lovegrove, that's 15 goals now in the season for him. He's got a dozen assists coming into play today as well. 25 points on the year, and with Morales, I mean, those have been the key guys. Without Morales here today, Lovegrove has had to put on a show, and he's almost single-handedly keeping them in this.
And that was a very impressive shot. The Ambush 3-man wall was taking away the left side of the goal. Favela came off his line to kind of give himself a better angle and take away the rest of the right side of the goal. So an incredible job there by Lovegrove to be able to put that ball in through there. It's not shocking that he is such a dynamic player with so many goals and points scored this season already.
SK easing outside to Michaud. Ambush on the attack, top of the arc. Duduka trying to turn against Jones. Forced him to the corner. Duduka got a pass across the middle off the wall. Wanted Michaud in deep, but just could not quite connect.
How about the counter? Duduka tried the quick turn, and when it didn't work, because Mike Jones played it so well, he just kind of like kept dribbling it and put it off the wall in a great angle back into the middle of the playing field, and almost set up a perfect goal for the Ambush. A great heady play by Duduka. He really has been a huge game changer for the offense today.
Duduka, a bit of a mishit on a shot just outside the box. Gives it back to Dallas. Sidekicks going through Gamboa. In their own end. Clearance. Valadez goes cross field to Jones. Recycled midfield. Varela playing forward. 2 goals for Lovegrove, who was with the Sidekicks 2012, 14, 15, 16, and 17 as well. Guy who's given them a great option up top. Joined the squad in December, spent some time with San Diego at the outset of the season. Lovegrove, a couple of goals, penalty kick, and 1 set piece to get Dallas back within 1. They get a little tic-tac-toe, and they get a finish again. Passing sharp, and David Ortiz bangs it past Favela to make it 5-5 at 10:41. Left here in period 3, passed by Varela.
Just a gorgeous job by the Sidekicks. A long pass. Varela gets it onto his right foot, just taps it over to a hard-charging David Ortiz. That's been the one way to beat this Ambush man-to-man defense here in these last couple games. They've shored up a lot of the plays, but that give and go, when you just have somebody who can leg it out like David Ortiz like that, that is still a weakness that you can attack. You got to have some quick players, but the Sidekicks have some of it.
And we are back to level ground here with about 10.5 to go in the third. Pepe off the restart, sending it off the near side wall toward the Dallas goal. Wanted Walls, but Gamboa pounces upon it. Goes with a long launch, trying to get it to Mendez. Couldn't turn with it. Ambush play it forward. Almeida running toward it in the corner. Gamboa gives it a ride out. Michaud will tap it back here and through Tito. Jeff gets it right back, lasering toward Almeida, trying to get ahead to it, able to use the feet to get it off the board to Walls. Cristo tapping outside, Pepe looking to engineer a little Wallace scorer. Snuffed though by Dallas, stolen back in the far corner by Lucas Almeida. Walls touching it to Pepe, goes back toward the yellow line. He fires a shot, but it's stopped up by the veteran Lovegrove. Took it off the body. Now played forward by Macias, trying to go long for Mendez. Tito got a piece of it, couldn't clear. Another try by Cameron Brown, and he ends up waterfalling it over the goal, out of play. MASL Primetime is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Friday on MASL TV with Alex Bastiavansky. Saw a little bit of that at halftime, and Alex does a great job to keep you up on the latest and greatest in the MASL. I think SK's goal will be on MASL Primetime this week. He tries to send one forward to Duduka. Instead, stolen away by Jones, who's been steady in the back. Felipe Silva giving outside to Valadez. Silva bangs it off the wall through the box. Lovegrove, long shot, ends up well wide. Dallas keeps possession.
If they get a shot off here, it'll be 6 shots and 2 possessions. It's just it's back to the issues from previously. And it's certainly not the 15-shot performance we saw from Dallas last week.
Got to find a way to limit their opportunities and get a few ourselves. Ambush in a 5-5 affair with about 8.5 still to go here in the third. Anybody's contest, a critical one in the division race.
The shots might not be tracking the way we won from the previous game, but the score certainly is.
It once again
5-5, a big difference from where it was this time on President's Day.
Once again, it's just that question of whether or not the Ambush can stop a huge Dallas run. They've scored 2 unanswered to work back from a 5-3 deficit. First 2-goal lead of the game for the Ambush. And first 2-goal lead of the game for either team has disappeared. Just have to find a way to keep them in check. Piedra on the near side. Looking to bring it toward the middle. Silva helps with that, sends it to the far corner. There was a tangle between De Souza and Briggs at the top of the box. And the whistle goes against De Souza. He's not happy about that. Favela's going to get a chance to toss it loose. Briggs and De Souza went tumbling. Ambush benefit from that. 2 fouls now on De Souza. Yahic going long, far corner. Kochikov bangs it off the glass. Had Austin charging in and couldn't quite get to it. Jones slips trying to gather the rebound. Austin shakes and bakes off the near side wall. Hits it on the ground off the wall. Bounces to Dallas though. And a burst of speed will get it out with Julio Varela.
Michaud kind of asked him, split this double team if you can, and Varela took the offer and had no issue with it. That guy is speedy.
Ortiz down the near side. 7:19 left here in the third. Plays outside to Silva. Ambush with Kochikov. Yahic up top. Austin, Barry, Michaud out there in front of Favela. Centering effort by Ortiz. Tito got to it. Austin helps win the rebound. Yahic trying to dance it loose, stolen away on the clearance by Mendez, and he will finish here to make it 6-5.
And a bad clearance leads to another goal. That's been a huge problem here for the Ambush. I don't know what it is. It's one of the most simple things in the sport, but that's always the case. The simplest things in the sport, when you don't do them correctly, lead to easy goals, easy runs, easy points, however you want to, whatever sport you're playing. It leads to easy offense for the other team, and that was the case right there. Just a poor clearance attempt by Otto Yahic. He did a great job settling it down, but then he tried to put it onto his left foot, make something happen. In that situation, in a 5-5 game against this offense, boot it down to the field, Gilliam that thing, and live to play another day. It's just an unfortunate fact. I would say 3 of the 6 goals so far by Dallas have come from his poor clearances, poor defensive efforts on the clearances by the Ambush. It's disappointing to say the least.
Ortiz helped engineer the turnover. Mendez got the goal. 6-5 here as we go to the media timeout at 6:53 left in the third. Remember, fans, Chill.com is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to Club Chill. 3 unanswered here in the third by a Dallas Sidekicks team that did trail 4-3 at half. They have roared back well. Ambush defense going to have to figure out a way to get the ball out of our end and set up a couple of attackers here to get a comeback victory. Shots now 22-17 in favor of Dallas, and that's a 5-2 margin here in the third. Marcel Berry, a bright spot in this third quarter, able to flush one for the Ambush to briefly put the home team up 5-3. Ambush and the Sidekicks gathered up around their coaches and now returning to the field. Remember, fans, you can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Wall's going to take the tap here for St. Louis out of the media timeout. Walls, let's see if maybe we can get him going. Youngster who has been a little bit quiet here today, but he can really turn it on, and if he can, I think that would make a huge difference. I still think of Tony Walls as a youngster, just celebrated that 32nd birthday, but hey, 32 is young, very young. And
that's broadcaster bias.
I might be showing my age here. What a great play in deep by Almeida. Valadez comes up with a shot off the restart, and Almeida reaching back behind the keeper Tito to get a foot to that, prevent another goal. Sam Guernsey brings it loose, and he will get it to Tony Walls. Walls, who has a game winner this season against Kansas City in a 6-5 victory, looking to go toward the middle of the field. Walls, no entry, feeds back toward Guernsey. Kochikov out there, as is Almeida and JT Thomas. Vadim from just inside the ambush end. Might have to turn back, facing heavy pressure from Macias, and Tito can't touch this. That new rule, one touch for the keepers. He had to wave Kochikov to come get his own pass, and Vadim with a burst of speed. Took a little contact. He was pushed from behind in the ambush. Thankful to get a restart here after what could have been a disastrous play. That new rule about the keeper only being able to touch it once in his own end, that's factored in huge this year.
Yeah, that's it's factored in a lot. We haven't had a lot of instances here with the ambush where it's been a big thing. We especially haven't had a lot of mistakes where they pass it back to the goalie and he hasn't had a touch left. That's been only, I think, the third time we've seen that this season for the ambush, and a good job there by Vadim. That was almost another mistake that could have cost them a goal.
And great work by Tito, who again is the backup, who's come in for Resendez to know the situation and wave Vadim back from the top of the arc. Oh, Bobby Christo to Jeff Michaud streaking through, but Gamboa able to yank it off his foot.
I don't think Michaud was. I don't think he thought he was going to get that ball back. I thought Robbie Christo was going to take that one and turn on it. But a great look from Robbie Christo trying to set up that goal. I loved that look from him.
SK out of the back, able to get it forward to Michaud. Back onto the Dallas end. SK banging it off the wall, looking for Duduka. Dismissed back toward midfield. Christo able to take it out of the air. Feeds to Pepe. Pepe will go at it against De Souza. Giving to Duduka. Duduka trying to spin it into the middle. Settles to go back to midfield. Michaud instead.
He almost had Christo on a beautiful run.
Here's Pepe from about the yellow stripe. Feeding outside to Robbie Christo. Turn and shoot just wide. Duduka could not quite corral the rebound. Michaud battling for it. Tries to win it back. Catches some contact. Goes down. Macias gave him a little push there by the wall. 4:21 left here in the third. Quick restart ambush. It'll be Barry, the goal scorer, here in the third to take it. Guernsey comes onto the field. Christo Duduka up top. Pepe is way out wide on the other side. Barry giving Guernsey at the gold stripe. Feed back to Marcel. Passes with the outside of the foot through the middle. Stolen away by Dallas easily. Sent forward, but quickly snuffed by the ambush defense. All over the run by Varela. Dallas has to move it back through Gonzalez. Goes outside to Jones. Gamboa is saying everybody has to get forward. He wants it out of his own end. They go to Valadez down the far side about midfield. Trapped by Barry.
And that should be part of Dallas's game plan. With the way that the ambush played defense, they let the goalie do whatever he wants.
Gamboa sends it long toward Gonzalez. Off the wall around the ambush goalie, takes it back toward the center stripe, feeds outside. 3:34 left to go here in the third. Dallas staying patient after a 3-goal outburst. Gave them the lead. Piedra, pestered by Pepe. Knocked back through Gonzalez. Receives a pass from Valadez, and they are taking more sand out of the hourglass here. Get down to about 3 left in the third. Jones challenged in midfield by Christo. Had to make something happen. And Christo, a nice takeaway here. Hard to get it away from him. He's staving off defenders, and he ends up tripped. Christo going to be able to boot this loose. Actually, he'll let Christian Briggs go ahead and send it back to Gamboa after Mendez was cited for the foul. Poked forward by Gamboa to Austin. Trying to play it off the wall. Didn't get it cleanly. Stolen away by the Sidekicks. De Souza, nice idea there. Trying to spring Mendez. Far corner. Mendez weaving back toward the top of the box. Good block by the ambush defense. Believe it was Briggs on the block shot. Second chance. Went up over the bar. Stays on the field, though, and the Sidekicks are able to reorchestrate. Latest shot was by Ortiz, and now he will give away to Silva. Down low toward De Souza. De Souza taking toward the top of the arc. Great effort by Guernsey to get a piece of the shot. It runs to the far corner. Felipe trying to get it through back to the middle. Ambush on the takeaway. Briggs, Yahic, Austin, and now back through Favela. Tito. As we get under 2 left in the third, eases it up to Austin. A lot of pressure here from Dallas. Poked on by Almeida. Stolen away by Lovegrove. Deposits it back with Gamboa. Cardio for Yahic. He was chasing it. Gamboa goes long, looking for Lovegrove. Uses his head to tap forward. Fires a shot wide. The crossage ended up with a friend, Cam Brown, in deep. And Brown couldn't quite finish it. Second chance on the far side. Flutters way over the bar and out of play. Ambush happy to escape after that long feed by Gamboa. And now going long to Walls. It was Gonzalez on that last shot for Dallas. And the Ambush on the restart tried to give him a dose of their own medicine. Couldn't connect. Dallas back. Attack mode. Quick shot by Varela on a feed by Valadez. Into the chest of Tito. Almost a critical giveaway up top. Ambush with a great block, though, and a shot by J.T. Thomas. Ball chased onto the Dallas end. Kojikov receives a pass from Esquet. He goes down, couldn't get the shot off. And Gamboa goes out of his box to send it forward. Thomas takes it away at midfield. Walls comes up with it far corner. Knocks it across the middle, grabbed by Gamboa. Thomas was crashing. Gamboa secures the ball and distributes to Varela. 46 seconds left in the third. Ambush down 6-5. Dallas with De Souza, far side, trying to get by Esquet. Left foot, he shoots, he scores. Low shot, tipped by Varela, ends up in the side shelf. And De Souza has a couple of goals to make it 7-5 with 39 seconds left here in the third.
And that was a 1v1 win for De Souza over William Esquet. That was just a great play. Little step over, right foot, over to his left foot. Swings that pendulum right there in the middle of the field. Great job beating Tito Favela low to his right side. An incredible goal there by Philip De Souza. Just an incredible job breaking that really one-on-one move there. Just an incredible job by the Sidekicks lately. Just get the looks they're getting, the defense they're playing. Steven Gonzalez had an incredibly clutch defensive play. Eric Macias, the possession before that. You saw the feed earlier from Gamboa that almost set up a goal. Right now, Dallas really just playing at the top of their game, and the Ambush just a little bit off key right now.
27 seconds left here in the third. Barry takes it down the far side, swarmed by Sidekicks, and he ends up down. Whistle comes out with 23.9 left. Ambush will have a chance on a restart to cross this in. De Souza now with 5 goals in 6 games. He is definitely a wild card down the stretch after dealing with injuries this season for Dallas. Pepe centering to Duca, got a tap, but Gamboa able to stop it with the feet and grab it with the gloves. 16 seconds left here in the third. Launches long. Robbie Cristo in the back, heads it to Tito. 10 seconds left. Time for one last push. Briggs to Cristo. 4 seconds. 3 seconds from inside Ambush territory. Fires a long shot. It was a little high, little wide. Gamboa punched it. And that takes us to the final horn of the third. Dallas scores 4 times against 1 for St. Louis. Sidekicks leading the Ambush. Score of 7-5 as we go to the fourth and final period of regulation right after this on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.
Club Fitness knows St. Louis. We live local in our town. We work, we laugh, we give back, we sweat, support, and connect. We work every day to support your fitness goals and our community's needs. We've had your support for 35 years. We will always be there for you. Make a difference in your life and our community. Because lifting local lifts everybody.
The doctors of Signature Orthopedics are committed to providing the most advanced and innovative diagnostic, treatment, and if needed, surgical options available in the entire St. Louis region. With 22 orthopedic surgeons and pain management specialists, board certified in every aspect of orthopedic care, including sports medicine, we have you covered. From foot, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and spine. Contact Signature Orthopedics today.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
Help members access their money anytime, anywhere.
You're telling me that my Together Credit Union checking account has no minimums or monthly fees? And I can get cash for the game with Gary at pretty much any ATM?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Go team!
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. MASL Primetime is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Wednesday on MASL TV with Alex Bastiavansky.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer right here on MASL TV in the Big 550 KTRS. Starting the final 15 of regulation, Ambush suddenly down 7-5. We get the opening tap. Christo to Kojikov, sent forward. Gamboa able to tap it out of the box for Dallas. De Souza, who scored to get that 2-goal lead on the board for the Sidekicks, sending forward off an Ambush player and out of play. The Sidekicks will restart. Matt, what can we do here in the final 15 to turn this thing around?
They got to close the gaps both physically and mentally. That's been a big problem for the Ambush today, has been the mental mistakes. They got to cut those out right now, and they got to finish when they get chances.
Oh, Guernsey to Christo. Great chance right here! Robert Christo makes it 7-6. Take a taxidermist to a Red Lobster dinner. Let's get stuffed!
There it is, Robbie Christo. He gets a chance. They get a free ball on a nice play. Robbie Christo 1-on-0, just him and the goalie. Again, a little bit of a volley. He takes the ball off the high bounce, puts it in instead of over the right shoulder of Gamboa, puts it over the left shoulder of Gamboa. An incredible job by Robbie Christo. A 2-goal game for him. He has been huge since the new year.
Great feed from Sam Guernsey.
God, what a pass that was. I mean, 40 yards. At least. What a play by Guernsey, who's just got knocked down a little bit.
And Guernsey takes a shot from Ortiz in the Ambush defensive end to draw a foul. Perfect find, and Christo, as you said, 1-on-0 just against Gamboa. Nice finish. Ambush served on the restart down toward Hulk. Taduka looking to turn through a whole group of defenders. Dallas able to win it away. Varela takes it back to midfield. Needed that quick strike exactly 30 seconds into the fourth to really feel like the momentum can return and will return to the Ambush. Things starting to look a little bit bleak after that explosion by the Dallas Sidekicks that erased a 5-3 St. Louis lead. Sidekicks able to get it forward toward Varela. The Ambush end takes it over the yellow stripe. Fires a shot, tipped by Almeida. Reclaimed by Varela, but there's a whistle on Taduka in the corner. He and Ortiz were scrambling for it, and they get Taduka for a penalty here. Blue card has come out.
Yeah, just kind of the same play a little bit earlier against JT Thomas. Just a hard hit, boarding right into the walls. Kind of when you can hear the sound of the contact up here on the broadcast, it's not a surprising call in the end.
And it's Lovegrove who will send it out of the corner. Taduka in the box on the boarding penalty for 2 minutes. Comes at 13:43 remaining in regulation. Ambush need to kill this penalty. Lovegrove, he will not strike it here. Instead, Dallas is going to take a timeout to get set up on this power play opportunity. Ricardinho and his veteran Lovegrove deciding to take a moment here to strategize. Ambush down 7-6, get the momentum. Now how do we keep it here? What's the key on the kill?
Key on the kills, again, do not make mental mistakes. Clean clearances. If you get the ball, get it back out there. Nothing sloppy. Just get out of this, full 2 minutes, live to play another day. You don't want to be staring down a 2-goal deficit again as we get under 13 minutes. This is going to be crucial. Strong defense, no mental mistakes, clean clearances.
The official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight. Expertly designed for the indoor game, Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. Ambush do have a good weapon on the penalty kill in William S.K. He's tied for the league lead in shorthanded goals. Ambush this season have allowed 21 power play goals to opponents and need to find a way to make sure that they get a good effort here. And I don't mind just clearing it. You don't necessarily have to try to turn it into anything. One correction for you: after a power play goal earlier in the game, it is now 22 power play goals allowed for the Ambush in 38 tries this season. Just get it out of the end. Make sure that it goes back down toward Gamboa and try to stave off this Dallas attack looking for insurance. They go to DeSouza out of the corner. Had a man going back door, and the Ambush happy to escape there. Just a little bit of a miss on the shot by Brown. He gets it back toward the yellow line, feeding to Lovegrove. Brown just narrowly missed that goal on the far side from Piedra. Gives to Lovegrove, quick shot, tipped by Guernsey over Tito Favela. Tito gives him a high five, saying thanks for that. Went up over the bar. Lovegrove, familiar position, back to the corner here. He's got Piedra short, goes to the top of the box, quick shot, Varela just wide. Off of Barry, grabbed by Michaud, and Jeff is going to be off to the races here. Sends it forward. Brown came crashing in, and he took it away from Marcel Barry. It ends up out of bounds, but the reason for the restart is going to be a foul on Marcel Barry. He's not happy about that.
Yeah, Michaud played it up to Barry after taking it down from the left side of the defense. He gets it across the middle, upwards. It was a great shorthanded chance there, but then unfortunately just put it too far out in front of Barry, and a great job by Dallas to play hard, get the foot in there, and make it a foul on Barry.
They control it inside the yellow line here. Ambush end. Sidekicks going back to Brown. Lets it breathe with Varela out to Lovegrove. Shoots far post just wide. Piedra gathers. Dallas going back to Brown. Shot Guernsey. A huge stop behind Favela on a far post opportunity. He throws himself in front of the ball to save a certain goal. Great work by Guernsey. And this Sidekicks team going to Lovegrove on the outside again. Going down low. And Tito Favela able to stop a shot. Working it through the corners. Varela with about 30 seconds left on the power play. They go to Lovegrove outside. Shot blocked by Michaud this time. Set up again. Brown from the near side. Weaving with Piedra, giving to Lovegrove up top. Shot low, and it's grabbed by Tito. He's going to squeegee a little more water off the time dolphin. No, actually, he's going to go ahead and call time. And with 11:49 to go in the fourth, Tito is fired up, getting these fans back in it. What a great job on the penalty kill for St. Louis. Duduka about to spring out of the box, and just what the doctor ordered right here.
Absolutely perfect. I mean, what a moment there. What a moment there for the Ambush. They need right now the mental boost of killing this penalty. So they have 7 seconds left on this penalty. If they can finish off this kill, it would be a huge moment for them. If they can get the big Mo behind them, tie this game up at 7, anything can happen here in this fourth frame of this game.
And speaking of Mo, we wish we did have Mo NDI out on the field today.
The biggest of Mo's.
He is dealing with a minor injury, just a precaution. He's not active here this weekend. Expect him back March 4th, March 6th. Another look at the save by Tito. Excellent job. And calls a timeout, gets the crowd fired up after it. Thank you to Mo NDI for being with us at halftime on the Big 550 KTRS. He talked about, well, really everything. His youth soccer experience in Cote d'Ivoire, his season, and also talked quite a bit about the importance of guys stepping up when other players suffer injuries or illness. And he said during that interview, hey, I'm including myself in that list. If I go down, somebody else has to step up. And the Ambush, without the leader of this team, right in it against the Dallas Sidekicks. And in large part, that's thanks to Tito Favela, who came in the second for an injured Jose Resendez. Goes long on the restart, wanted Kojikov. Off of his head, it's stolen away by Dallas. And we do get back to 5-on-5. Ambush able to kill the boarding penalty on Duduka Carvalho. He's back on the field. Dallas launching long. They go into the box. Baladez down deep. Getting it pass from Ortiz. Has to take it back out to the far side. Ortiz looking for space through the middle. Goes back through Jones, recycled to midfield. Varela feeds outside, gets it back at his own end. Barry in pursuit. Duduka on the defense, trying to take it away. It's sent out wide, and now served toward Tito Favela, and Tito easy enough to make the catch toward the top of the box. Bulls lose to JT. Give him back to Tito. Here's his one opportunity. Tito launching long, and he was looking for Otto. It ends up in the seats. Bit of a mishit there from Tito Favela. 10:49 to go here in the fourth. Ambush down 7-6. Sidekicks on a restart deep in their own end. It'll be Gamboa to strike it.
Hate a wasted possession like that for the Ambush. A good chance here for the Sidekicks, already up by one. Potentially really put the pressure on the Ambush here with the goal. They've been playing so well. The offense has been rolling the entire game. And let's see if maybe some speed late in the game can be the difference maker here for the Sidekicks.
I just have to say, it feels like every time we're out here at the Family Arena, the game is so close
right?
at the finish. From
what.
our perspective, you really couldn't ask for anything more. De Souza in the Ambush end delivers a blow against JT Thomas, and he's going to go to the box. Blue card shown to De Souza after he knocked JT Thomas into the near side wall right in front of Sway and Mo.
Ooh.
And that's tough for JT.
JT, his second time.
Yeah, second
really
time.
Really taking a rough shot into the boards today.
And both times it looked like it's been an upper body injury, neck or head for JT Thomas. He is able to get up on a knee, but still not on his feet right now. Rises up slowly. Ambush power play here. Ambush coming into play today with 47 power plays on the season, converting 18 times. Let's see if the squad can do something here. Walls. Little pitch and catch just outside the gold stripe. Goes down to Kojakov. Back outside to Pepe. Seeking to Duca on that far side. Triangulated back to Walls. Vadim.
Got to crack the egg here at some point.
Gives it to Tony. Almeida spins it over to Duduka. The Ambush just on the outer edges here, passing it around. 9:40 left in regulation. About $1.20 left on the power play. Almeida giving Walls.
I mean, Dallas is fine with defending this. You have to pressure. You have to pressure those four-man. You can't keep the ball here on the outside. Can't keep going 5 out. You got to put some pressure in on the box.
Walls tried to take it goalward.
That's
Turn back.
Full minute. It's a full half of the most crucial penalty of, power play of your season. And that's the first time it's gone inside the arc right there.
Duduka rolled it across. JT couldn't pick it up. Tried to get it to Walls. Sent back out by the Sidekicks defense. On the outer edges again, Almeida to Duduka. Vadim up top. Fans really want him to get going here. Got to find something. Thomas drops it down low to Walls. Bangs it off the wall. Grabbed with ease by Gamboa, and he releases to Ortiz against Kojakov. Ortiz sprints onto it. Can't get a clean shot off. Well wide. Grabbed by Tito. Kojakov trying to give it to Duduka. Almost lost it. Gets it back, though, at midfield. Vadim. 17 seconds left on the power play. Almeida to JT at the top of the arc. Almeida had to get it back after he was dismissed. Served in toward the goal. Bounces off a Sidekicks defender. And Gamboa gobbles it up with about 3 seconds left. That'll effectively kill the penalty. Jones comes out of the back. He's got a 2-on-1 with Varela. Jones to Varela, bangs a shot wide. JT Thomas scrambles after it, and Jones gave him a bump. He's whistled for a foul. Doesn't like the call. He heads back to the bench. Ambush on a restart just inside their own end. Each team gets a power play but cannot convert here. Midway through the fourth. Ambush still trailing 7-6. Jeff Michaud out of the back. Takes it over the halfway line. Takes it over the gold stripe. Michaud, who scored the first of this game, turns it back now toward midfield. Finds Pepe. Outside. Cristo. He gives it back to him. He sends it toward Walls. Sidekicks able to thwart it, though. They knock it toward midfield. Reclaimed by Pepe. Twisted to Lucas Almeida. Michaud in the back, just inside the Ambush end. Sends it toward the Veta Sports logo on the far side. Hit off the wall. Wanted Walls. And Walls taken down by Cody Ellis. His first foul will give the Ambush a restart. Just outside the yellow line. Lucas Almeida feeds it back outside. Chance on here. Michaud toward Christo. Bounced it off the wall. Christo went down. It was Cameron Brown who knocked him down, and then Brown ended up down on the turf himself as he tried to get out of the box. A crazy sequence. Gamboa able to toss it loose. Christo challenging for it. Ends up with Varela at midfield. We get under 7 to go in regulation. Sidekicks trying to put it out of reach, perhaps. Sending into the near side corner. Michaud on the defense. Forcing a pass back from Valadez. Stolen away by Walls. Wants to go forward toward Esque, who scored. Esque, he goes down, and a whistle is going to result in another card. It's of the blue variety, and the Ambush are going to get another crack at it on a power play after a foul by Steven Gonzalez. He sent SK into the boards, and that will send us here to another advantage for the home team at 6:43 left in the fourth.
Yeah, they've been pretty, conservative with the blue cards out in the open field, but on all these boarding calls, they've been very quick, and I think it's reasonable. When you talk about the boards, throwing people in like that, having maybe some hard shoulders that are sending guys potentially heads into the boards, you have to legislate that closely, and I think that's what we've seen, a big difference between those two things, and it makes sense. It's a logical difference. Now, talk about differences. Can the Ambush have a completely different power play than their last one, where they got the ball inside one time, they got one shot?
Oh, Thomas from the top of the arc had it partially tipped.
There's the two. They already hit the benchmarks from last power play. So can they do more? And they already have a minute 36 left. So.
Oh, shot from the outside, and it's grabbed here by Gamboa on a nice diving save. At about $1.25 left in the power play, Ambush got a crack at it. But a nice stop by Gamboa. Sidekicks take it down to the other end. Easily corralled with the feet by Tito. Send loose to Duduka. Outside Almeida, cross field. Looking for Vadim Kochikov. Sends it back through Tony Walls. Walls from the gold stripe. Gives to Kochikov. Oh, a diving stop by Gamboa on a laser-like shot. Ambush getting another chance. Almeida toward the top of the box. Thomas now Duduka. Shot blocked by a sliding Felipe Silva. 44 seconds left on the power play. It ends up back with Tito. He sends it forward to Walls, who gives it to Kochikov. Kochikov across the yellow line to Christo. Dumped to Duduka. Over the top, looking for Vadim. And Dallas once again able to dismiss it. Wow, a couple of good looks for the Ambush. About 17 seconds now on the advantage. Christo giving Walls. Christo shot from the top just wide. Low shot just missed. Christo grabs it again. It pinballs around to Kochikov. Takes it out of the air. Goes cross field in the waning seconds. It was served in by Almeida. Sent back out. And now there's a whistle. And it looks like Lucas Almeida is going to be cited for a foul to give the Sidekicks a restart. We're back to 5-on-5, 4:38. They will boot it out of their own end.
Better power play there for the Ambush, but obviously not able to get that tying 7th goal of the game. Disappointing, but there was a much better rate of attempts there. They got the ball inside. They were able to get a couple looks in the open field of play, or out of the open field of play, I should say. But still disappointing. They aren't able to get a goal there.
Well, really have to bring everything here down the stretch. It's not just this game, but it's potentially the season hanging in the balance for the Ambush, trying to snap out of this 6-game losing skid, stay alive in the playoff race. Some extremely quality opponents coming up on the schedule. Take nothing away from Dallas. They have really come on strong this season. Got to find a way to get a W against these guys, though. Valadez stops up. An exit pass by Guernsey. Ambush able to rip it out of the back with Pepe. Yahic at midfield with 3:47 to go. Knocks it back through Pepe. Give outside to Guernsey. Trying to send it forward. Stolen away by Gonzalez. SK tries to track him down. Gets it deep into Ambush territory, and Dallas is going to go ahead and milk this a little bit. Staying patient, bring it back to midfield. We get under 3.5 left here in regulation. Ambush down 7-6. Thanks so much for being with us on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. Long pass by Dallas, thwarted by the head of Guernsey. Picked up though by Ellis on the near side board. Drops it back through Varela. And they are just taking milk out of the time dairy. Not doing a lot of pushing forward. Ambush able to steal it back. Marcel Berry, great run, and he goes down. He was sent on a bobsled ride by Felipe Silva, and Silva is shown a blue card. He cannot believe it. What a great run from Marcel. And we're going to get a look at the replay here. Felipe is already pointing up to the video board saying, I didn't do anything. He went to the ground to try to get it, and Barry took a tumble, and the blue card came out immediately. And now there's a yellow card being shown as well to Felipe. He's going to the box and more.
I think there was some definite contact that sent Barry flying. Now, here's the thing. If it's not his feet, there are a lot of feet in there. If it's not his, he doesn't feel the contact. I can understand him being a little incredulous, but there's no doubt, if you're looking at this from just the Dallas perspective, there's no doubt there was some contact in there that caused Marcel Berry to go flying.
Remember, fans, the official practice facility for the St. Louis Ambush is Veta. Veta has 9 locations in the St. Louis metro area. Check them out at vetasports.com. We just got another look on MASL TV. It's going to be a card that was shown on that, plus the yellow card for dissent on Dallas. Wow, what a sequence. And Lovegrove, because of the dissent, does join Felipe in the box. It's 5-on-4 here for the next couple. 2:58 to go in the game. Ambush, Walls to Almeida, shot, stopped by Gamboa, scramble after it. Nobody can stuff it home. Duduka and JT were trying to get it. It's sent out to Walls. He fires a shot high. Kojakov gets it back. Top of the arc, he shoots. He scores! 7-7, 2:41 left in regulation. Oh, Vadim, it must be a dream. He's got the team back to level ground.
What a goal there for the St. Louis Ambush. How about this, Vadim keeping play alive. He taps it in front of a defender right into the middle of the field, and then a little side kick, has to get the ball up. He has to get his feet up to that level 90-degree angle there on that kick for Vadim Kojakov, and gets it just by a diving to his right Gamboa, fingertips, inches, centimeters away from saving that one. What a shot, what a goal from Vadim Kojakov.
And the power play will remain on because of all the craziness. It was ruled as a 5-minute power play, so 16 seconds into it, Kojakov scores, and the Ambush will maintain the advantage here in the final 2:41 of this game. Football score at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Timeout, teams gathering up around their coaches. Just a great effort from Vadim Kojakov. 2 goals in this game, and you can go back to that tape on Monday and kind of parse it out and talk about all the things that maybe went wrong for the Ambush. A lot of it boiled down, I think, to just not having Vadim out there on the field. He was suspended as a result of multiple cards in the previous game, and just such a difference he makes.
An incredible difference he makes. He's energy, he's skill, he's ferocity, he's everything you want in a player, and his ability, just kind of when you get him in this bandbox of a field here in the indoor game, he just can bounce off the walls, fly all around, and cause complete and total havoc for the opposing team. You saw right there again, able to keep the ball alive right in front of a defender by keeping the ball in the air, and then off the bounce, just a little 90-degree angle on that right leg, comes across it, puts it deep corner shot behind a diving Gamboa. An incredible goal there by Vadim.
And now, again, it is still a power play for the Ambush. Dallas trying to maybe go up short-handed. They bang a pass through the top off the wall, and let's go ahead and correct that. It is 5-on-5, but Silva's still in the box. Barry charging after one on the other end, and he ran into the keeper who came out, and the keeper and Barry did collide way outside the box.
And Gamboa's still down.
And Gamboa is hurt here. one of the best in the MASL. He is down. We apologize for the confusion on the penalties. We do have the official rulings on the penalties at 12:02. Silva for tripping and dissent, blue card, yellow card. Then a bench that is officially credited to Ricardinho, the head coach, for dissent as well. And Silva stays in the box, Felipe Silva in the box, but we are 5-on-5 after the goal. Training staff going to have to come out and check on Gamboa. This is a huge loss for Dallas if he's not able to keep going. Esteban Vasquez is the backup keeper here today, and Gamboa is down just outside the yellow line in the Dallas end. Ricardinho and the training staff out there checking on him.
Would be a huge loss, like you said, for the Dallas Sidekicks. The backup goalie today, Esteban Vasquez, has appeared in and started 2 games. He's 0-2-0 in those games, and he's seen 33 shots, and he's allowed 14 goals for a 9.33 goals against average. And the Boo Birds are out right now.
Yeah, hear it. They're Boo Birds or Blue Birds because there is a blue card that's being shown here. And this is going to put another man in the penalty box. This one is going to go against the ambush, and it's going to go against Marcel Berry, who is scrambling after the ball. And again, there was a collision with Gamboa, who is way out of the box, and he is going to go to the box for tripping. Again, a little bit of a delay on the call, but ultimately a blue card shown here. And now Gamboa is up, and Gamboa had Vasquez actually out on the field warming up behind him, but now Gamboa is on his feet. Vasquez is checking on him, and it looks like Gamboa is going to remain in the game. So Vasquez heads back toward the bench. Gamboa stays on the field. Fans boo again. And again, it's Berry in the box. Now it's a power play the other way. 5-on-4 for Dallas with 2:17 to go. Well, this is huge right here. Ambush need another penalty kill in short order. Cameron Brown takes it off the restart from Gamboa. Again, 5-on-4 Sidekicks in the final couple of this game. 7-7 score. Piedra back to Brown. Brown plays it outside to De Souza. Back up top, Brown, De Souza outside, gets a shot off, and he bangs it top shelf with the left foot, and he has a hat trick today. 8-7, $1.59 left in the contest.
What a shot. What a goal by Felipe De Souza. I mean, that was absolutely insane, De Souza. I mean, that was a wildly good goal. Comes over there, gives Felipe Silva a handshake, who's still in the box. From the left side, the left foot, he has almost no angle to put that top left onto the right side of the goalie, and yet he finds one. I mean, absolutely nowhere, just inside of the 90-degree angle of the woodwork. He just slipped it in. What a goal for number 93, Felipe De Souza, for his hat trick. I mean, you talk about losing Luis Morales and then getting a guy like that to come up with a hat trick. Unbelievable.
And the ambush do pull Tito, so the extra attacker is William S.K. Suddenly it's 8-7 after a power play goal by De Souza. 3 goals in the contest for him. Ambush have to find something quick. Walls weaves it down to Kochikov. Stifled by the Dallas defense, and they're able to clear it out. It runs along the top of the board and ends up out of bounds. Ambush have a man down.
Took a shot to the face.
And that's, I believe, Vadim, who had just tied the game up on a power play goal of his own. Took a shot there. He is quickly back to his feet. Ambush in their own end with Almeida and Esque. 1:30 left. 6-on-5 here Ambush. Almeida back through Esque. Walls trying to get it to the middle off the foot of Jones. It goes out of bounds. And it will be a chance for the top of the arc for the Ambush. $1.23 left here in the fourth quarter. Walls and Almeida right around the ball. 3 on the
really
wall.
Miss Mo.
Mo's so good on these set pieces. Here it's Duduka. He slams it into Jones. Deflects to the far corner. Grabbed by Walls. Walls trying to get through to that corner. And a Dallas defenseman got in his way. And it looks like there's going to be a delay of game warning on Ortiz after he committed a foul. Built a little time. $1.17 left. Clock restarts. Ambush play it back toward midfield. SK to Almeida. SK giving outside to Walsh. Recirculated to Almeida. Almeida feeding SK toward midfield. Lucas sends cross. Tony Walsh setting it up to Duduka. Back to SK, 52 seconds. Kochikov still on the perimeter here. Feeds out to Walsh. Remember, there's an empty net for the Ambush. Oh, it's going to be a tie game! JT Thomas with a beautiful feed! And Almeida, 43 seconds to go! 8-8, Ambush equalize!
How about that for a return performance? Lucas Almeida finally back on the field after a long injury. He plays it perfectly. He gets into the back post. He's waiting for the pass. You're up a man finally. Then we talked about those passes with Mo. Through 4 Dallas defenders, that pass from JT Thomas, and who's sitting pretty but Lucas Almeida. Johnny on the spot with the game tying goal. We have 43 seconds left. It's 5-5. Take everything off the penalty board. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, wow. Everybody out of the box. 8-8, 40 seconds to go. And Tito returns in goal. Jones takes it forward for Dallas. Was being pestered there by Austin, and Austin sent him down. Foul assessed with 33 seconds to go. It'll set Dallas up just inside the yellow line on a restart here. Ambush have to be huge defensively. Sidekicks. They'll take a timeout here. Piedra was right around the ball. They will get a moment to think about this. So thrilled for Lucas Almeida to get that goal. Tie it up here in the closing minute. A great moment for a guy who's dealt with injuries this season. And also a great moment for JT Thomas. Perfect setup. And at times he's kind of struggled with that touch here today. Perfect pass. Ambush right back in business.
He's had a rough game, JT Thomas. He's gotten hit into the boards a couple times. Head might be a little bit seeing some stars, but also struggling a little bit as a guy who was scoring early and often this season. Hasn't been able to as much these last few games. So for him to come in and make that pass right when they needed it, they're a man up. They were going to be able to bend the defense kind of to that side. You were going to need to have one guy pick out a pass like that, and JT Thomas was the one. And Lucas Almeida, he's a veteran. He knows this game. Beautiful job just sitting there on the back post waiting for the pass.
The Ambush are proud to partner with Club Fitness this season. Club Fitness is locally owned and operated since 1983. We encourage you to live local and join the club today. Get more information by visiting clubfitness.us. Restart after the foul for Dallas. Ambush with Barry, Guernsey, Yahich, Michaud, and Austin in front of Tito Favela. The keeper who came in the second after Resendez exited with a head injury. 33 seconds to go. Still probably enough time to get a counterattack if you can stop it up. Now Thomas going to come on the field as Yahich goes off. Thomas Guernsey fronting the ball. It's sent outside to Balades, sends a shot wide. Gathered on the far side by the Sidekicks. They try to go to the top of the box for Balades. Pops around. Tito came out of the box to try to clear. Regathered by Mendez. Sent outside. 17 seconds left. Sidekick still in the ambush end. Michaud trying to flush it loose. Here's a bicycle attempt by a falling Cameron Brown. Grabbed by Tito. 8 seconds left. Trying to go long for Thomas. It's off the foot of Jones and volleyed to the Dallas bench with 3.9 left in regulation. Ambush with Duduka tapping back to Michaud. 2 seconds, goes over the top. Gamboa, an easy catch. And we are going to overtime once again here at the Family Arena in St. Charles, Missouri. Ambush with their third OT game of the season coming up. Just saw one against Utica. And now 8-8 after 4 against the Dallas Sidekicks. What a way to go to OT. Almeida with an equalizer to get us back to level ground. Matt, what does this team have to do in this extra period to walk away as winners for the first time in OT this season?
I think it's going to be the same thing that it's been the entire game. You can play with this Dallas team. Even without Mo NDI, you can score against this Dallas team. You can hold this Dallas team to less goals than you have in the past. You can play with this team. So Play your game. Do not make those mental mistakes. That's been the biggest difference between the mistakes and when they've been winning this game, when they've been playing well in the first and when they've been playing well in the second. It's been they haven't been making those mental mistakes.
Ambush and the Dallas Sidekicks. That was the one to put him up 8-7. DeSouza maybe looking like he had won the game for Dallas. And DeSouza, hat trick. What a star he's been. But the Ambush starting with Tony Walls outside to Duca down to JT Thomas and a perfect thread pass to Almeida. He gets the crowd into it after putting home a relatively easy finish because of his perfect positioning to make it 8-8. And the Ambush defense held despite a pretty good opportunity in deep on a restart by Dallas shortly thereafter. This is the first time that Dallas has gone to OT this season. Club is 8-7-0, 6-3-0 at home, 2-4-0 away. And they're looking for their fourth win, 5 games against the Ambush. Ambush trying to hold strong, win it in OT this time against the Sidekicks. Gamboa and JT Thomas meeting up midfield to decide who will tap it to open up this overtime period. Tito, what a job he's done in net for the Ambush coming in for Resendez. He's going to have to be very, very sharp here in this extra period. Kojikov getting the fans into it.
I'm going to see what Jeff Locker has planned for these first couple possessions. Right out of the gate has been undeniably the best soccer we've seen from the Ambush. Out of the first, out of the second, out of the third, to start the fourth, everything. That's been their best soccer so far. So these first few possessions, these first couple minutes, I think is when the Ambush are going to be able to win this game.
And we are about to start it up in OT, 10 minutes on the board. Ambush, last time we were here at the Family Arena in St. Charles, ended up falling to Utica. UCFC was able to score about 2 minutes into that overtime period. Ambush have also fallen in Milwaukee in OT. A couple of heartbreakers. I think this team is due, and one goal will finish it. Walls going to tap back to Michaud, and here we go. Golden goal rules. Esque fires it toward the far corner. Tony Walls on the receiving end. Walls trying to back in against Cody Ellis, and a whistle comes out. Ellis impeding him, and the Ambush are going to be set up well here in the corner. Golden opportunity with just about 12 seconds gone by here in OT. It's quickly set up, and a shot goes just wide for JT Thomas. Second chance. Guernsey tried to get it back to him. Almeida to Thomas almost did it. Now Almeida going to gobble up a loose ball on the far side, trying to get it by Piedra. Knocks it down deep. Ellis on the takeaway. Crammed in by Tony Walls. Helps to force a turnover with the help of Almeida. Knocks it back to Almeida. Cross/shot over the bar and wide. Picked up by Guernsey on the near side. Goes back through Vadim. Kojikov, who scored a couple. Giving to Almeida. Give and go. Kojikov down the far side. Challenged by Brown. He gets it in the middle. In deep was Walls trying to stuff it home. It's grabbed by Gamboa. Didn't really get the shot off. Now Gamboa fires it downfield. Barry trying to steal it from Baladez on the throw. Taken down, and Baladez commits the first foul of OT. $1.05 into it. Ambush get a restart just inside their own end. 8-8 after 4. Next goal wins it. Pass by Michaud out of the back. Stolen by Dallas. Robbie trying to get it back, and Cristo ran through a Sidekicks defenseman at midfield, and he is down, as is the Sidekick. Jones is ready to restart. He's waiting for everybody to get up, and Cristo, he definitely had a size advantage there with Sebastian Mendez.
It's been a physical game too. I think Mike Jones probably thinks a lot of the calls that he thinks are 50-50 haven't gone their way. And then, there's been a lot of contact this game. I think they've been calling it very clean. A lot of the Blues have come out only for the egregious stuff. I think it's been a great called game.
Gamboa comes out of the back from midfield, launches one to the far corner, skips over Macias. Dallas at the top of the arc, able to control. They get a shot off it. Tito Favela! Oh, Doctor! What a diving save. It deflects back to Mendez. He's able to grab it. Game-saving effort there from Favela. And Tito just got a finger or two on it to turn it aside on a shot by Ortiz. DeSouza sends it cross field in the ambush end to Macias. From the middle of the field, turn back toward DeSouza at the top of the arc. Deflects away into the corner. Macias trying to get to it. Michaud beats him to it. Tries to saran wrap it out to Robbie Cristo, taken away by the Sidekicks. Cristo trying to be careful as Ortiz kept his feet, bodied by Cristo. Jones out of the back, takes it to the far corner. Challenged there by Pepe, 7:38 left in OT. Leaves it in the corner. Knocked away by Cristo. Picked up by Jones, and he goes cross field here to Mendez. Dallas setting up the attack again. You're just joining us, 8-8 after 4. Almeida's goal sent it to overtime. Sidekicks out of the near side corner. Orchestrated back through Ortiz. From the top, Piedra finds Brown just inside the yellow line, shoots it high. Sidekicks once again able to get to the rebound. Esque in pursuit. Ortiz, he controls it on the Dallas end. Esque pestering him. Long pass, wants to get it here to Piedra. Piedra against Thomas, able to just get by him, banks it off the board, dangerous through the middle. Second chance, and that one deflected on the way in. Ortiz on the shot, ambush defense, able to knock it up over the bar. Sidekicks with a corner though. 6:48 left at OT. Quick chance, and that's Thomas sacrificing the body on a shot by Mendez. Got in front of it. SK able to jar it out. Kojakov running down the far side. Here comes Vadim. He shoots it off the glass. He wanted it to bounce to SK. Sidekicks take it away. Their clearance is not all that clean, though. Ends up in the second row of seats, and the ambush are going to take it from the top of the arc. Chance to finish the game right here, right now. Holy moly. Wolves. He will give it to Kojakov, tried to turn a quick shot. It's blocked at the top of the arc. Sidekicks corral, and they spring to Souza. Kojakov desperately trying to get back on defense. Forces it outside into the corner. De Souza trying to weave it back toward the middle. Gives loose to Ellis. Oh, holy moly. 6:14 to go in OT. A shootout possible here today. Still a ways to go in this extra period, and what a brilliant one it's been. We stay 8-8. De Souza on a pass from midfield. Knocks it from the yellow line. Back to Ortiz. Sent outside here. Dallas trying to get on the attack. Pepe fronting the ball. Ortiz at midfield. Keeping it well outside the perimeter right now. Dallas able to chip it into that far corner. It's De Souza against Kojakov, and Kojakov sticks a boot in, gets it away from him. Cristo takes the loose ball, trying to zip by Cody Ellis, has some space. Robbie Cristo fires it off the wall, wanted Guernsey, Sidekicks on the clearance, and they send it into the seats. Ambush gonna get a restart, very favorable here with 5.5 left to go in overtime. It's going to be at the top of the arc, and the Ambush won a timeout. I think this is a good thing to take right here. Chance, pretty golden. Top of the umbrella. How do you think they play it?
I think they're going to get a good look here. I think they're going to want a one-touch right to the back post, just like or one of these posts, just like we saw to get the goal that tied the game. I think I'm thinking Duduka or JT Thomas, post them up right there on the hash marks, just off the post, get a pass into them, make something happen from there.
Team gathers up around interim head coach and co-owner Jeff Locker to strategize here. Oh, wow, what a game. And my heart feels like it's about to burst out of my rib cage. Maybe the season hanging in the balance here. We'll get another look at that game-tying goal. Wow, just great passing. Thomas to Almeida, thing of beauty. Happy to be joined by Matt Rocchio here on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS. 5.5 left in OT. 8-8 our score. Ambush trying to snap a 3-game winning streak for Dallas and a 6-game losing streak for themselves. It'll be Cristo closest to the ball, more than capable of ending it with one shot here. Kojakov and Duduka off to the sides. Thomas is down deep, as is Pepe in the box. Now it's Cristo, top of the arc. Go time here. Robert sends it into the wall, and it deflects back toward midfield. Brown trying to run it down. Cristo staves him, plays it back through Tito. Tito Favela sending for JT, pressured by Jones. Jones on the takeaway. He's trying to get Dallas on the break. Mike Jones across the yellow line looking to make a pass. Kojikov gets in front of it. Second try by Felipe Silva, who's out of the box after that flurry of cards. Send it outside there to Valadez. Dallas able to regain possession. Gonzalez from midfield. Lovegrove springs onto the turf. Go for a long pass. Kojikov able to grab it with ease. They wanted Valadez. They've targeted all game. Kojikov trying to send it long. Stays on the field far board. JT picks it up. Thomas can't quite turn with it. Pressured by Gonzalez. Ripped away by Gonzalez and Valadez. 4:34 to go here in OT. Lovegrove passes to Varela. Pressured by Michaud. And it is sent back to midfield here. Dallas with Ortiz sending it outside. Work to De Souza just outside the box. De Souza trying to turn against Pepe. Sends a shot just high. Boy, he is good, isn't he? Very skilled player. Narrowly misses a game winner there. Picked up by Ortiz midfield.
He is dangerous. To think that they have guys like Luis Morales and Lovegrove, and they also have Felipe De Sousa just sitting here, just cranking out shots and goals today against the ambush. He is dangerous. You let him slow it down, turn onto that left and or right foot. I mean, the guy's 2-footed. It's been incredible what he's been able to do.
3:46 left in overtime. Ellis on the near side, just inside the ambush side of things. Giving to Ortiz. Dallas staying patient here. Ambush with Michaud and Almeida pressuring the ball. They force it back toward the Dallas end. Ellis gives to Gamboa. Gamboa, he wants De Souza in that far corner. Pepe trying to stifle it. De Souza wins it, takes it back toward the top of the arc, fakes a shot, now fires one again just high. Rebound hits off of Almeida, back to Pepe, puts it in a plane to the other end. Gamboa heads it easily to Ellis, 3:08 left in overtime. Sidekicks control. Ellis goes backward, and now the Sidekicks have Cameron Brown on the other end of the field. He keeps it alive, keeps it from bouncing out of play. Pressured by Kojikov. Brown takes it back beyond the yellow line. Punches it across to Varela. Jones back on the field from the center circle. He sends it outside. Mendez on a run. Michaud all over him. Sent back crossfield now. Ortiz going against Almeida. Fires, hit the poster just wide of it. Deflected back. Mendez tried to flush, and Mendez ended up having it knocked away by Tito. 2:24 to go here in this overtime period. Wow.
Lucas Almeida got away with the littlest push that might have taken just enough off that shot from Ortiz to make it not a goal.
Well, I won't tell if you won't. Sidekicks trying to get another chance on. Stolen away from Mendez. And the ambush can't control it. Sidekicks from midfield with 2 minutes left in overtime. Another chance. Brown gives to a friend up top. Diving save on the shot by Mendez by Tito. Oh, has he been good.
Got lucky there that they were caught without a lot of subs. Mendez clearly a little bit light in the legs right now. Couldn't get everything he wanted to on that shot.
$1.44 to go here in overtime. Berry tried to take it out of the ambush end. Gets it by De Souza. Marcel Berry down the far side. De Souza on the pressure. Berry goes down, no whistle. De Souza comes up with it. And the Sidekicks trying to get numbers. A little bit off on the passing. They still control, but have to move it back to get it really set up. 1:19 to go here in OT. Time for a final push each team. Sidekicks, you have to think that they are looking for Valadez. They do go to him. De Souza not currently on the field. Varela, as we get under a minute, takes it to the middle, just outside the yellow stripe. Feeds a teammate outside. Sent back to the top of the box. Varela able to take it out of the air. 50 seconds. Back through Jones, trying to get by Wall. Sends one through the box toward Valadez. And a little push. Guernsey went down. Sidekicks whistled for a foul. Valadez gives it back to the ambush. Now Pepe sends it out of the ambush end looking for Yahic. Knocked down by the Sidekicks. Yahic gets it back. Sends it forward. SK tried to spring to it. 30 seconds. Sidekicks reclaim. Valadez feeds outside. Now he'll go to the bench. And a sub will come on. Cameron Brown back. Dallas brings it forward. Varela down the near side. Varela, 18 seconds left before the shootout. Knocked round. Chance, maybe the final one here for Dallas. They go back to Varela toward midfield. Given to Felipe Silva, 6 seconds. He fires a shot, stopped by Almeida. Yahic controls, and Yahic will just run out the clock. We're going to a shootout. 8-8 our score after 4 quarters plus overtime. Matt Rocchio, what else could he ask for?
I mean, this is all you can after a little bit of extra soccer. How about a little bit extra more intensity? Not necessarily the open-paced soccer game we have been watching here for the last 2+ hours in real time, but nonetheless, it's going to be exciting here as we will get a shootout to end this game. It's going to be a blast to watch. Here as you have some exasperated Sidekicks players down on the field. A hard-fought game. Felipe Silva, obviously very rough for him, not being able to be with his team for those last few minutes of the fourth and the beginning of that overtime run, but an incredible job defensively by the Ambush in that overtime, late in that overtime. About 3 straight minutes of possession there for the Dallas Sidekicks, and Tito Favela, who had to come in earlier for an injured Jose Rosendez. An incredible game for Tito Favela. How about what he's able to do today and what the Ambush has been able to do in that overtime. The defense there to lock it down. And here we are. What an incredible last play to set it up. Lucas Almeida in his return. When we talk about how we got here, tie this one 8-8. A late goal for Felipe de Souza, where he had no window to make it 8-7 for Dallas. And then on the other end, they had the extra man. Play kind of broke down a little bit going the other way. JT Thomas threaded a pass through 4 Sidekicks. And who was the man but the veteran who has returned into this game? Lucas Almeida ties it up 8-8. And then a scoreless overtime to bring us here into the first shootout for the Ambush season.
What a game and what an effort today from the St. Louis Ambush just to get to this point. Obviously, it has been a bit of a struggle as of late. Team really needs this win, and just a terrific effort to come on back here for the Ambush and get an opportunity to potentially win this one in, as Matt is describing here, the first shootout of the season for the Ambush. It's been just a great effort, and I'll tell you what, for Tito Favela, he's my hero of this game right now because of the just excellent play that he has put together. He will be the man who potentially is the man of the match here for this Ambush team. A chance here to stop one up against De Souza to start this shootout portion of our quote-unquote overtime, or as we call it, after hours opportunity here for the Ambush and the fellas from Dallas. A final push. And we are going to get, again, De Souza on the first. It is going to be De Souza who takes it from the yellow line here, and he will go against Tito. This is a 5-second shootout procedure. If the game is still tied after the 10-minute overtime period, then it does go to a best of 3 rounds, then sudden victory shootout. It used to be 5 rounds in the MASL, but this is 3 here in 2021-22. Here comes De Souza, dribbles it for the yellow line, and Tito gets a piece, deflection 1! Oh, baby! De Souza stoned on the first, and the Ambush have a little bit of an edge here. Favela came out and just tipped it wide of the post.
Great job by Favela. Comes out hard off his line, just about a step under that the line at the top of the box. A great job there by Favela. And here we go, JT Thomas first up for the ambush.
JT takes it out the yellow line, fires, and gets it! Took the shot from the top of the arc! It goes into that top shelf over Gamboa! 1-0 after one round complete! Ambush on the cusp here at the Family Arena!
Simple, sweet, to the back of the net, roll out, one dribble, step into it, finish upper 90.
Sebastian Mendez now for Dallas with the left foot, he'll flush. Tito came sliding out toward the top of the box, and not much he could do about that. Mendez, a good finish. It's going to be Pepe. Here's the second shooter for the ambush.
Good job by Tito to show, but a great job there by Gomez to say, you know what, I know exactly where you're showing here. You're showing to your left side. I'll just put it to your left a little bit easy.
Here comes Pepe. Goes around Gamboa, and it's easy to put it on home. Pepe makes it 2-1 after 2 rounds complete. Shooters get 5 seconds. And he used about 4.5 to tap it around a sliding Gamboa, ease it on in.
I don't want to do this, but there's no better word on the planet for it. That was cheeky move there by Pepe to set that one up. As soon as the goalie moves, you win that round.
And here we go, final shooter for Dallas. And it will be flushed by Ortiz. Uses about 3 seconds, takes it to the top of the arc, uses his right foot, gets it by Tito. Ortiz on the finish. And now, hey, I wanted him to step up. It's Tony Walls. Tony Walls, 2-2, final of the 3 rounds, final scheduled shooter for the ambush. It would be extra shooters if he cannot convert. Here comes Walls, takes it to the top of the arc, steps by Gamboa into the open net. Tony Walls got me dancing like a caffeine-addicted mom at a Pitbull concert. Ambush, victorious 9-8 over the Dallas Sidekicks. How about that?
And if you see there celebrating, Mo NDI made his way out from the fan section over to the bench so that he could run on there and celebrate with his boys. Tony Walls, great little move. He saw there what Almeida was able to do. Gamboa just being a little bit too aggressive. They got him to make his move again. It's just like hockey, just like soccer. If the goalie moves first, you win as the shooter. Great job by Tony Walls there. Fakes left, takes it to the right, and the only question there was if somehow the time was going to run out on, but he had plenty to get it in there. What a play there by Tony Walls. What a great job by the ambush, going 3 for 3, all of them, just impressive goals.
What a finish. And if you know outdoor soccer, penalty kick shootout, it's not as exciting as that. Guys take it off the yellow line in indoor, and when you get Gamboa to bite like that, he did it against Pepe. Walls probably saw that, and when Gamboa came to the top of the box, he leaned to his right, Gamboa's right, and Walls, simple when he saw that little movement, just kind of threaded it around him, and it's a simple putting effort from there. All 3 score. Wow. Thomas, Pepe, Walls, the heroes, along with Tito Favela, who stopped the first for Dallas, a shootout victory for the St. Louis Ambush. Oh, Matt, just a wonderful, wonderful performance here today by St. Louis. Ambush needed it for the playoff push. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, and how about that? The day he comes in on the injury, February 27th, 22 days after he was born on this earth, Tito Favela, the birthday boy, getting serenaded now on the field by our own Lux, because the birthday boy comes on after an injury to Jose Resendez earlier in the game, and he helps the ambush win it, including getting the crucial save in the shutout, the only ball that did not go in the back of the net. How about that? The birthday boy, Tito Favela. What are the chances? Well, 1 in 365.
What are the chances?
Well, 1 in
366. If you're born in February, you got to worry about those leap years sometimes.
Missed it by 2 days.
Tito Favela, the birthday boy indeed. He celebrates his birthday in style today. A tremendous effort on his 22nd birthday.
And he gets doused.
And they give him the Powerade cooler out at midfield. Oh, just so happy for Tito. And there's Paulo Nascimento hugging him, congratulating him. Resendez exited in the first half. He is now in non-uniform attire, back in street clothes, talking with the guys, celebrating with the guys. Looks like he is okay, but exited with a head injury that looked pretty serious. And he is also congratulating Tito. Wow. Angela is down with our players of the game on the field. We're going to toss it to her to catch up with our stars of the game here at the Family Arena in St. Charles.
All right, you guys, I've got goalkeeper Tito here with me right now, celebrating a birthday, covered in some sort of substance here. All right, you kept the team in the game. What's in your headspace while you're goalkeeping?
I mean,
other than stop the ball.
I just want to help the team do my job and help us get the win.
Now, do you love a game like this where everybody chanted for you there at the end?
I mean, yeah, it's what you work for, but at the end of the day, it's all about the team, and I'm just glad we got this dub.
All about the team, and you're glad you got the W. Now, I have to know, what do you think about this ambush team, our fans?
Our fans, they're the best in the league. That's as simple as that. I love you guys.
He loves you guys. Let's hear it for Tito. Thank you.
What a wonderful game. Angela with Tito Favela, and now she is going to be with De Souza down there on the field for the Sidekicks.
All right, now catching up with the other team, I've got Felipe DeSoto up here with me. All right, that was a hard game. You guys were in this game all the way through the end. What kept you guys going despite the ambush fans making a lot of noise?
Not giving up, you know. We're trying to win as many games as we can away because a lot of people have been saying that we only win at home, so we're trying to make a statement out here, away from home. So,
I mean, you have to be, I mean, I know losing is never fun, but you got to be proud of yourself taking it all the way to the shootout there, right?
yeah, I love coming back to this kind of games, you know, over time. The crowd just went crazy, and it was just awesome being out here with this atmosphere.
Now, what is something that was really great for you guys from today's game that you're going to take to your next game?
Like we said, like we went 2 goals down, and then we just bounced back after the third quarter, and we just told each other that we can't give up. If no, we're going to let it down, so we kept going.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck in your next game.
Thank you to Tito Favela and Felipe De Souza. Well played by both of those stars of the game. And it looks like we have one more. Lucas Almeida now with Angela Sharp down on the turf.
All right, everybody. Lucas Almeida, he is with me right now. Now, you scored that goal to get us into the overtime, to get us into the shootout. You've been missing for a little while. We're happy to have you back. What was it like to be back?
Super happy to be back in front of the fans at home. Always great to play with the boys, and I'm enjoying every second.
Every second, you're enjoying every second of being back. Now, when you got that goal that got the win to take us into the overtime and to the shootout, what were you thinking was going to happen? Did you know you guys were going to win?
You feel the momentum, you feel the fans and everything, but you never know, you know. I was just lucky to be at the right place. The boys moved the ball well, and we got to go and tie the game, and the momentum shift.
Now, you mentioned these fans. What did you think about these fans, especially in today's game, making all the noise that they've been making?
You can feel it. Every time they pick it up, we pick it up. We can feel the fans. We can feel the energy. We appreciate everybody.
You guys heard it from him himself. They pick it up when you guys pick it up. That means you want them to stay in the game all the time when you guys are at home, right?
Definitely. Come out, support, keep screaming. It helps us out. We appreciate.
Now, you got a couple of games coming up this next weekend. What is something that worked out really well for you guys from today that you're going to take to that game?
It's growing and learning. We kept the ball well at moments. We found the target. We play off it. So just keep improving, keep playing together. Don't quit until the end, and we keep fighting our way through it.
Well, we're happy to have you back. Everybody, let's hear it for Lucas. Those are your post-game interviews.
Lucas Almeida had the game-tying goal in the final minute. A great finish and a great pass from JT Thomas. And then the ambush. Stayed strong in overtime, won it in shootout fashion. Final score 9-8 here today at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Ambush improved to 6-9-2 with the W Sidekicks. They do get into that third column now, 8-7-1 on the season. Tony Walls, the game winner to get it past Gamboa and send these ambush fans into a frenzy. Fans are going to have a chance to come on down to the field here in the post-game party and get their Sumner 1 posters autographed by ambush players. More information on that great Sumner 1 poster series, as well as tickets and more information about the team available at stlambush.com. Matt Rocchio, your final takeaway from this great victory.
Just the resiliency of this ambush team to keep on fighting through that game. You're up at one point, by 2 goals. You're down by 1 all of a sudden after a 3-goal flurry. You're down late. You have to pull your goalie, get the extra man on to finally get something going. You have 2 late power plays where you can't get anything going as a man up. Then you're finally able to score a goal, and then obviously just so many chances for Dallas there late in the overtime, and then, man, your heart beating out of your chest for the shootout. But an incredible game by the Ambush overall.
Ambush back at home March 4th versus Milwaukee at 7:35 and March 6th against Florida at 4 o'clock. Until then, Joey Zanaboni, Matt Rocchio signing off here at the Family Arena in St. Charles. This has been Ambush Soccer on MASL TV and the Big 550 KTRS.